Get out! Get out now! Get out now!
This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
No way.
From the Henry Solstice Studios of New York, the UFC on Epstein Island. Let's crack the case tonight on a 420 Monday night show with the MMA Holes. Yeah. All right, JBH, how are you tonight?
Wonderful, wonderful, Moss. How are you tonight?
I am wonderful, wonderful as well as we're here on a Monday night. I'm going to try to put us...
I just saw.
What's
I just
that?
saw a little Mr. 420 down there.
Yeah, I see him dancing in the corner.
Nice
over
little
there.
touch, Moss.
Oh, yeah, you know,
I
you
like
know how
it.
this is. You know how this
So
is.
cute.
Oh, fucking adorable over here. It's good to be here, friends. It's good to be here hanging with the boys. I will leave a little white. I don't even care. We're going to change studios anyway. We are, damn, we are getting closer and closer to the new Arizona studio goal.
Yeah. Speaking of, over the next week or two, because I think we're going to move, we're going to start the packing. This is slowly going to start coming down behind us over here, guys. It's going to slowly start disappearing.
Like this. Okay.
That was necessary.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around over it. Yeah, it's going to be going away. It's going to be sad. Are you going to be sad seeing the studio
It's going to be
deteriorate?
weird, but exciting. You know, weird because we finally moved into a bigger studio than what we had, and we made it our home for, what, how long have we been in this studio? 2 years? 2.5 years? Since 2.5 years since I've been
around
here.
2 years, somewhere around there.
So it's going to be weird because we finally made a bigger studio our home. We got comfortable here, and now we're going to have to, like, do it all over again. And an
It is
even
gonna be
bigger
odd.
studio.
It's going to be odd.
We just
but
keep
it's going to be
getting
wonderful,
bigger.
wonderful. I'm looking forward to the challenge of moving across the country and starting in a fresh spot. And, yeah, that's going to be our home for a long time. So it's thanks to the people. The audience got us moving to the other state. And I'm going to pet Mr. Marijuana Man over here because it is 420. So the question I have for you are you blazing tonight? Are you blazing? Are you dropping? Are you hitting the mystic roots? You hitting that mystic roots tonight? Because tonight is the night. You know, everyone's got to just chillax, relax. Coronavirus in full effect. We're trying to figure out when the UFC is going to come back. They're saying May 9th. But we got our CBD. We got our marijuana. We got the greens going into the lungs, under the tongues.
Wonderful,
You should have been a rapper and
That's
not
right,
a
Jesse.
podcaster.
That is right. So hopefully you guys are chilling with us. How many people in the chat are hanging with the boys with the CBD or the weed? What do we got going on over there on the 420?
Valid says, I'm 100% sober, kratomed. Making moves is necessary every few years, says Steve Sparks.
All right.
Couldn't agree more. Stess says, best of luck and safe travels when you move. Thank you. Drunk Savage says, no smoke for me, unfortunately. Connor H says, Fook ya CBD. Fook yeah CBD. Sorry. Logan says, happy 420. Guess I'll hit the shatter tonight. Saluted drunkard Blaze Blazington. Blazing, I blazed it at the river at the new smoke spot. Marijuana guy, I'm high as fuck. Why Arizona, guys? Because Moss wants it warm and he wants palm trees and a vacation spot pretty much to live
I
in.
want to wake up every day, go outside and have the sun blazing. I want my skin to melt when I walk outside. I want to be a leather bag.
I could
just
do
want to
without.
walk out there and I just want the sweat to pour off my body. I feel that I need the complete opposite of New York. I sucked all the creativity out of New York, and now I want to go over to a place across the country, and I want to get my creative juices really flowing over there.
It's so weird hearing you say that, because everybody everywhere else in the country is like, New York is the land of opportunity, and you're looking to get out of it.
Think about this. The MMA holes will always have roots in New York. This is where we came from.
That's where it started.
This is everything. It wouldn't be the MMA holes without New York.
Right.
But now we need to grow off of that. We need to have a different look. We need to meet different people, different promotions, start fresh, do everything over. Not fresh because we have this going over here, but I want to build on it. I feel if we have New York in us and we have something on the other side of the state, we have everything.
Where do we
covered
move after
it all.
Arizona, Montana?
Well, no, we're staying in Arizona for a very long. I'm probably gonna die there, so that's how that's gonna work. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. We really are looking forward to it. It's wonderful, wonderful. Look at this over here. This is an island. Epstein Island? That's what a lot of people are talking about, saying this has been rumored for a little while, that this island that Dana White is deciding to plant a facility and plant a center for fighting. This is where it's going to happen, apparently. And according to the sources,
yes,
they're saying Epstein this was his place once.
Well,
I mean,
it's rumored to have been Epstein's Island. And no, this is not based off the Brendan Schaub thing. I understand Brendan Schaub was talking about it a while ago, but he is not the only one speaking about this. Do you want me just to get right into it, or?
Well, before you get into it, I see Drunk Savage says the MMA holes will have their own island, and we should have our own island, Jesse, right?
We'll have Jeffrey Epstein's Island.
I would buy Epstein's Island. I don't care what he did over there, right? I mean, we're not going to do that shit. Is there anything do you think that's going to be underneath
I don't know. I feel like
the ground?
I feel like there's a bad aura surrounding that island. You know, like only bad things can happen there.
So you're saying that it's just not gonna. It's not a good place. It's not a good place.
It can't be a good place. It can't. Any place that has had horrible things like that happen, it can't. There can't be any positive energy surrounding there.
Listen, if the UFC can get off an event over there and everyone is safe and fine, then I don't care where they have it. If they have it on Rape Island, I'm down with that. I don't care where they have it. If they have it on, I don't know, Pedophile Islands, whatever, wherever you get it, I don't give a shit. As long as the fights go off and I can watch, I'm in. I don't care where they have this thing. Epstein is a goner now, so who gives a fuck where it's at? All right, tell me this story, Jess.
All right, so UFC Fight Island has been rumored to have been owned by Jeffrey Epstein. Now, the article that I pulled from was MMANYTT.com, but there were about 5 of them that I found. You can really just look up UFC Fight Island Jeffrey Epstein, and you'll find... So
you think they're trying to squash it? Like
you'll find a million of them. All right. UFC Fight Island seems to be one of the few places on Earth to host MMA events, though the island may have an incredibly dark past, as it has been rumored to have been owned by Jeffrey Epstein. The sports world is still reeling from the effects of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, though as many sports leagues are forced to postpone all events, MMA may have found a way. UFC President Dana White has made headlines as of late as he claims to have acquired a private island to host fights. The UFC has even filed over 20 registered trademarks for the terms Fight Island and UFC Fight Island.
Well, the island thing's definitely a go. So we could all say, all right, this is going to happen. This island thing's going to happen. Now the question is it on this cursed island?
Details regarding the island, however, have been scarce to say the least, and there may be a reason for that. According to former UFC fighter Brendan Schaub, now, he is the one who was one of the ones to make the first comment about it. All right?
Wait, who, Schaub?
Yeah, Schaub.
No, there were other people talking about it before him. He's just the only known person.
One of the first people to make a comment about it.
Yeah.
The island the UFC has acquired may have been previously owned by convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein was a successful businessman with many connections within politics, entertainment, and finance. He was convicted on several accounts of sexual assault and trafficking of underage girls. While in prison, Epstein supposedly committed suicide, though that cause of death has been heavily disputed to many. Up until this mysterious death, Epstein owned the private island, Little St. James, which has later been dubbed Pedophile Island. It's important to note that the rumors of UFC Fight Island and Little St. James...
They should just leave it as Pedophile Island. They should just leave it as that and just have fights there, you know? And have like little naked boys and girls just around. No, that's terrible. Maybe you think that they're going to have like enslaved children build the facility, Jesse? Is that what's happening there?
Yeah.
Like sex slaved children building the facility? That's possible, right?
Yes.
Cheap labor?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, that's one of the kids right there. All right, what?
It's important to note that the rumors of them being the same island are not confirmed. It was not disclosed of a source as of now. It's all hearsay, though connections to Epstein are the last thing the UFC would need. One connection, Donald Trump.
Disney, Trump, Epstein. What a mix. What a medley with the UFC that's connected to the UFC.
What a fucking coincidence. Donald Trump and Epstein have that connection. Dana White and Trump having a connection. And Dana White probably hit up Trump like, hey, how can I get by with this? And Trump goes, well, I know an island that's no longer in service.
I just want to see Mickey Mouse ears on Epstein Island. That'd be great. Yeah. Right? Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Epstein Island. That'd be great. They should hand out Mickey ears. Oh, my goodness. God, if it leaks out, if this is true.
Hey, boys and girls.
Hey, boys and girls. Take your pants off. Let's fight. I mean, you have to think that they don't want anyone to know that this is Epstein Island if it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Because how could Disney get involved with something like that?
Well, I don't think, listen, Disney's not really into the safety of what's going on right now. I think Disney would be against it no matter where it takes place. But if it gets out that this was previously owned by Jeffrey Epstein, I think Disney is going to be like, all right, let's pump the brakes here a minute. And
Mickey, if you sign off on this, I'm back on board. You know, I was all anti-Mickey before when the April fight card fell apart, and they that can't happen. Now, May 9th, well, this is not going to be on Epstein Island, but Future Fight's going to be over there. And if it's on ESPN, which is owned by Disney, well, and shout out to our sponsor, ESPN Plus. We love them. They're great. But I will have a new respect for Disney because they don't give a fook.
Yeah. A new respect for Mickey Mouse.
And Mickey Mouse, yes. Yeah. Mickey, absolutely.
All right.
Anything else to the story?
Well, no, but I have another story speaking about Fight Island.
Okay.
UFC has filed to trademark Fight Island, making it even more real by the day. According to the trademark attorney Josh Gerben, who first posted the news on Twitter, Zuffa LLC, the UFC's immediate parent company, filed 22 trademark applications. The various trademark filings cover the phrase Fight Island and UFC Fight Island for applications ranging from an actual mixed martial arts event to t-shirts to towels and even jewelry.
Is there someone in the chat that can, listen, we know that people are very creative with their Photoshop skills or any sort of editing software, but can we get a little Jeffrey Epstein on this picture? Little Jeffrey? And Mickey Mouse, somehow incorporated in this Zuffa LLC, or add another thing in here that another that they're trying to get, like Rape Island, UFC Rape Island underneath
Epstein Island.
That would be great.
If and when the UFC starts operating events on Fight Island, as White has promised, the company is prepared to take advantage of any and all marketing opportunities. UFC Fight Island emerged from White's tenacious attempts to keep UFC 249 on track for April 18th. While he didn't target Fight Island for UFC 249, it was something that emerged as he secured a deal with Tachi Palace Casino Resort to host the April 18th event on Native American tribal lands in California. Fight Island is primarily a space to host international events since many international fighters can't enter the U.S.
All right. Okay, let me ask you a serious question, Jesse. Does it even matter though if this was Epstein's Island and he's a horrific human being? I think we could all agree on that. He's a complete asshole of a man. But I don't know if he killed himself. Did he, Jesse? I'm not sure.
I'm not gonna go there.
The jury's out.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
But would it bother you if this was actually his island? Like, was his island?
No, it wouldn't bother me personally. It has nothing to do with me, honestly. If it means getting more fights, then I'm all for it. Fuck the fact that it was Jeffrey Epstein's island. Like, he's not part of it anymore. You know? He has nothing to do with it. It's practically a whole new island. What do I care? I'm no fucking Karen who's gonna get my nose dived into all this bullshit.
But do you believe in, like, you're the type of person that believes that, bad karma?
I believe, yeah.
Cursed,
listen, I would be lying if I said I didn't think that there was maybe some negative energy surrounding the island, that only bad things can happen there. But that's my own personal superstitions, like my own personal beliefs. No, that's not something that I would say is going to make or break UFC Fight Island.
Now, the chat looks like they're in disagreement. There's a couple of people. We're going to get there in a second. We got a donation from King K coming in. What's up, King K?
Dana is going to human centipede the MMA media.
Oh my God, would I love to see that, King K.
I see Kainoto saying, what the fuck, countless kids have died there. But let me just make one thing perfectly clear. It's unfortunate what happened, and
that's their problem.
Like, no, No, it's not that. Don't do that.
I'm joking. God.
It's fucked up what happened, but it's not happening anymore. Like the kids are gone. It's the island is there's nothing there. Nobody's there hurting children anymore. You're just gonna let the island fucking sit there? Like,
well, what about,
why not turn it from something negative to something fucking seriously positive? Why not create a sport and make people happy instead of
Heavy Micro?
Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Heavy Microgrow wants to know if they found remains there or anything like that.
I don't know the whole story on that.
I'm curious of that too. I don't know the story, like the complete story. I know of terrible things he's done, and the man deserves to be dead, to be honest. But with that being said, what happened on that island? Did he bury kids there too? I don't know.
I don't know the whole.
I don't think he did that stuff. I just think listen, he's a horrible human.
Oh, it's fucked up.
I'm kind of with Jesse though. Like the fact that you're saying, well, the UFC shouldn't do it because of the horrible things that happened over there. You know what? You clean it out. You start fresh.
Yeah.
You know, you put fights over there. It doesn't look good for the UFC because there's going to be Kainotos out there in the world that are like, I can't believe this.
There's always going to be the Karens, right?
Yeah,
you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. It's a horrible thing for your name. It's this. It's that. Like, all right, but it happened. We know it happened. Everyone is aware of it. It's unfortunate. It's fucked up. But let's make something positive out of it.
Like, how does this make the UFC look, right? I'm trying to play devil's advocate because I think it's just fine. Who cares? But how does it make the UFC look if cage fighting, the dreaded cage fighting, a lot of politicians can't stand it. You know, a lot of people in this world think it's ridiculous that people fight in a cage. So they're taking this cage, this vicious sport, and dropping it on Epstein Island. Like, that just says what kind of sport this is. That's what people are going to be saying. And then on top of that, they're going to be fighting during a pandemic on Epstein Island. Like, think about the backlash that they could possibly get.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a foolish business move?
No. No, I think, if I'm perfectly honest, I think it's probably the smartest move they could make, because the fact that everyone's going to be talking about that UFC's on Epstein Island, there's their fucking headlines, there's their promotion, there's their publicity. Even bad publicity is still good publicity, so what are you going to do? Listen, bad things have happened everywhere in the world, and it's fucked up, and you never want those things to happen to anybody. You never want anyone to be in a situation like that. But we all have to make something positive out of what's happened, right? Let's just move on. Let's, like Ma said, clean slate, build up from there.
That sounds like a rational human being. But what about those people that are out there?
There will always be those
that are
people
going to try to keep on tearing down the UFC for doing this with all those things on.
Shopping during a pandemic.
The hot dog bottom lips of the world.
What are you insinuating, that if they have the fight on the island, the souls of the children who got raped would somehow hurt the fighters?
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I didn't hear any reports of kids getting killed. They just got their buttholes wide and no curse exists.
All right, so we're not going
So no one was buried there.
into the details. I don't know what happened.
No one was buried. They would just listen.
All
they
I
just
know
sprout
is
the butt
fucked
cheeks.
up shit happened.
Yeah.
Fucked up things happened. That's all I know. But regardless, like I said, fucked up things happen everywhere in the world, and we all try to grow from it.
That's true. Think about all the Indians that were destroyed and killed and murdered.
Shut up.
Right? Those Native Americans.
Look, Jesse, if that place is really Epstein's Island, then they got to nuke it. Lamau, it happened, people died. Just use some Windex and clean the place up. Get a different island for Christ's sake.
Okay, so
Jesse, your logic was mega autistic.
I'm gonna flip you. I'm gonna
You're
flip kind
entitled
of.
to your opinion. I'm cool with it. It's fine. You're a Karen. It's okay.
If you think that way, Kainoto, what about the Native Americans that we raped and murdered and then took their land? You could say that about so many places in the U.S., right? Is that not correct?
In
If you
fairness-
thought that way, like the horrible things that happened before us, we could not live here if you have that mindset. Like, think about it that way. If you want to go further back, you know, like, what are we going to do? It's land. It's a fucking island with palm trees over there. Shit happened. You move on.
If you think about 9/11, when the towers dropped and thousands of people died, what did we do? We cleaned it up and we made something positive. We made the memorial. We made the huge thing, the light that shines into the sky. Like, we cleaned it up and made something positive of it, right? Let's fucking do that again. It's not like I understand it's a fucked up thing. But what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit there and dwell on it for 50 years? Jesus Christ! Like, let's fucking do
Shopping
something about it.
during a pandemic.
All right, Vlad, what do you got?
By that logic, how many places on Earth shouldn't be inhabited because bad things happen
Right?
there?
Vlad,
I
thank
think
you.
it's perfectly fine that the UFC does the card there. Not like they're carrying the torch.
Yeah, I think I agree with Vlad way too much. Maybe I am Vlad. Dun, dun. What's happening? All right, anyway, we're discussing this island over here. Thank you, Vlad, for the donation. This could possibly be Epstein Island, right? This could possibly be it, and this could possibly be the future of the UFC. Is it wrong? Drunk Savage.
How many bodies are buried in Vegas?
There you go. It's another place. I mean, we can go on and on. Don't go to Vegas. There's too many hookers underneath the floors of those hotels. It's true. I mean, you can think about how many places in this world you can make that argument with. The only thing that I see that knuckleheads are going to do is say, this sport, this blood sport is going on to that island. It's bad enough you have people killing each other in a cage, but then on top of it on an island like that, oh my God, it's disgusting.
Parents.
Hot dog bottom lips.
I'm not a virtue warrior lol, but shit. No mosque, that's a bad example. Think of it this way. Fuck it, let's build a mosque. Do something positive. Jesse, your comparison was retarded. LOL.
Okay, Jess?
Do you think that you don't even believe what you're fucking saying, dude? Everyone in the chat is agreeing with us and not you. Like, you can't possibly be this delusional that you actually believe what you're saying.
I think he's trolling, to be honest.
You can't. I won't be able to take you seriously after this if you actually believe everything you're saying.
Maybe he does.
I'm not even fucking around right now. Like, you're not this Karen, okay? Calm yourself down a little bit.
Is he a liberal?
He must be.
All right. Anyway,
Life
chat.
isn't fair.
Listen, but there are going to be
Karen
people.
Odo.
There are going to be people out there that I don't know what Karen. What does Karen think? I don't know. You know what she thinks? I don't fucking know. King K.
Aldo, Cowboy, and Dustin were buried in Vegas.
Right, Connor? That's right, King K. That's correct. That's absolutely. How about King K coming in with the zinger? Okay, now I'm completely thrown off. We are going to have multiple opinions here. Okay, I want to hear everyone's opinion. Let us know in the chat. We may disagree with you. The chat may disagree with each other. Who knows what's going on? You may disagree with us. It is what it is. Let's see what you say about this Epstein Island. I mean, we're pretty opinionated on the subject. What do you have?
Aiden says, "Sup, boys?"
What's up, boys?
Wonderful.
No, you're supposed to hang with the boys one.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
What's up, boys?
There we go.
K-Dub says, if this is the island, I don't think Disney or ESPN would let them. Well, we'll find out. James Ortega says Nancy Pelosi is going to get Fight Island shut down. K-Dub, I already read K-Dub. Aiden says, anyone else sober? R. Anthony says, whoa, we're supposed to be taking things serious here. I just want to see scraps. I'm all right with this, says Drunk Savage. Aiden says, I don't care, at least it happens. Heavy Microgrow says,
you got to get us your information for that pillow.
Heavy Microgrow says it's strictly business.
During a pandemic.
I draw the line at kids. That's where I draw the line. Vegas, who cares about dead hookers and R911? I don't care about Jewish accountants and first responders. We don't know if it is Epstein Island, but if it really is, fuck. Kids were involved.
Dude, are you fucking... You're not real. Are you serious right now?
He is. He's not trolling.
It's kids. Let's all be sad and fucking tear our fucking heartstrings. But 9/11, where it wasn't just Jewish accountants, you fucktard. It was fucking Americans. Thousands of Americans jumping to their death because they were being burned by jet fuel, you fucktard. Jesus Christ.
But here's the thing. The jet fuel wasn't penetrating their asses. You know, that's his lot.
A fucking terrorist attack on our country.
If the airplane was going in and out.
That?
Yeah, but hear me out.
I gotta walk away. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, but if let me help kind of. If the airplane was going in and out of their assholes, then it would be a problem.
He's such a
She's
fucktard. He's such a fuck. Like, he's so fucking retarded.
She's lost it. You know, it wasn't airplane rape. Okay, welcome to the MMA Holes. Shout out to the community, having a little fun. Talking about intense topics. Jesse, you cooled down?
He's so fucking stupid. Like, Jesus Christ. I love you, Kainoto, but you're fucking stupid as fuck right now.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I don't mean to be nasty. I don't mean to be a bitch
think about
or
all
like a
those
horrible
times.
person, but
But
fuck, dude.
But think about all those times he's agreed with you, with Khabib.
You know what? That completely wiped it all out.
Oh, shit. Well, all right. Happy 420, friends. All right, so let's move on to the next story. I mean, geez, I want to open up. Tonight is a night where we need phone lines open, so make sure you get those donations in for the Save the Show later on. I'd love to celebrate 420 with the phone lines open. I feel it's going to be an interesting night. What's another story? Give it to me, Jess.
All right. Ronda Rousey is blasting professional wrestlers offended by calling WWE fake fights.
Well, before that, let's talk about Amanda Nunez. I'm sorry,
right.
I forgot about this one over here.
According to CBS Sports, UFC 2 Division champ Amanda Nunez won't fight on May 9th and wants full training camp for Felicia Spencer.
Okay. Are you surprised?
No. If I had to be perfectly honest, no. I can't. Listen, a lot of fighters want a full training camp. A lot of fighters want to have that equal advantage, so I can't kill her for it.
All right, so Amanda Nunez, the champion, the GOAT, the ladies' GOAT, is not able to fight May 9th, and maybe no one's going to fight. So is it going to, like, how is this going to work, Jesse? Like, are we supposed to be upset? I mean, I wanted to see this fight, but
yeah,
do we even get upset yet?
I'm not super upset because I know this fight's going to happen. There's no doubt in my mind that we're going to see it. It's okay if it doesn't happen on May 9th because I think there's a lot of other fights that are set up that are going to be really good and worth to watch.
Okay. We got a donation coming in.
Who
Thug
cares?
Panda.
Someone lives where O.J. Simpson murdered his wife.
It's true.
They turned Pablo Escobar's complex into an amusement park for kids. I'm sure some Navajo Indian scalped a white lady on my street at some point in history, and I love my neighborhood.
Yeah. What do you think? Thank you, Thug Panda. What do you think Kainoda thinks of Michael Jackson? I'm pretty sure he doesn't listen to his music.
Kainoda's like, he touched children.
No, I'm
They
saying
can't-
when
they
he,
can't do
I think
anything
when
over
Kainoda hears "Beat It," he's probably like having like PTSD or some shit. He's like,
Super chat.
holy fuck, Caleb!
For just being patriotic.
Oh my
Right.
God!
Let's go, Caleb.
Wow, Caleb
America.
Harris
America.
with the 50 spot.
Caleb Harris.
Wow, Jesse. Holy shit, Caleb. Thank you, man. That's crazy. We gotta get Caleb back on here, man. What do you think Caleb's doing in these hard times?
Watching the MMA holes.
I feel bad. These poor fighters, man. They're stuck. There's nothing else to do but watch us.
MMA holes are on. Might as well.
Everyone follow Lionheart. Hold on. Let's give Lionheart a pop. That was crazy, man. Thank you, Lionheart. That was extraordinarily generous. Let me show his IG over here. The GOAT, the MMA hole extraordinaire, Lionheart 2193. Go give him a follow on IG, Facebook, Twitter. This man is a beast. Had a war with Jim Allers and crazy highlights. This man. Thank you for the donation. You're wonderful. And I hope they get Bare Knuckle. Actually, I'm curious. Any word on what's up with Bare Knuckle? I mean, I'm sure they're in limbo along with all the other combat sports and any sports. But, man, what a mess we're in right now. I am not optimistic anymore. I was trying to be as optimistic as possible. And, fuck. How May 9th, we're going to get to this Amanda Nunez story. But even with hearing this, like, I don't know if I should be upset or even care because we don't know. There was a story floating around, and shout out to Pulse for throwing this on our in our Discord. But there was a guy, this editor, he dropped something out there. He prematurely tried to drop a story. What the hell is this guy's name? I forgot his name. Fuck. It's like Sean something. Let me see if I can find him. I don't even know if it's still up. Here we go. This dude over here. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com. He puts this out. Oh, he got rid of it. He deleted it. It is gone. Is it? Yep, he deleted it. So I was right. Yeah, he had a tweet out there, and everyone, I was like, this is not real. But he was saying that the UFC canceled 4 of their events. He tried to scoop everyone and throw it out there, but it got squashed very quickly, which is good for MMA fans. So UFC on May 9th is still a go. We don't know for sure, but it hasn't been officially squashed yet. Yeah, he's a WWE nerd. Yeah, Kevin, I made a WWE joke on one of the tweets, and I said that his tweet was as real as the WWE, and then the tweet vanished. So I guess he got a little ahead of himself. But yeah, I mean, chat, what do you think? Like, do we get upset like when we hear fights falling off the card of May 9th? And this was a decent fight. I mean, Spencer is interesting. She's an interesting girl. All floppy-titted and shit. She has a good ground game. Against Nunez, that would have been fun. It's not the fight like everyone was waiting for, but falling off the card, another championship fight, it's kind of a bummer. In any other case, we'd be a little bummed out. But with this card not solidified, it's not really happening for sure. The contracts haven't all been signed. Do we get upset about this? I'm torn. Jess, let's see what the story is before we ask the chat.
Carrie's in the chat. Hi, Carrie. Love you. Hope you're doing well.
Carrie. Hey, Carrie. Listen. Stand by. All I got to say is stand by because there can be something on the second channel very soon. We'd love to invite you.
Yeah, we're gonna need you as a.
If that's really Carrie, we don't even know anymore. The
no,
chat.
It's definitely Carrie.
We don't know trolling. We have
By now, I guarantee Carrie's heard of it.
Yeah, we'll discuss if Carrie is down.
So, regardless of whether the UFC president Dana White can pull off a potential supercard on May 9th at a location to be determined, two-division champ Amanda Nunez said she won't be part of it. Nunez, who verbally agreed to a spring defense of her UFC women's featherweight title against Felicia Spencer, told CBS Sports on Monday that May 9th is too soon, despite recent reports linking her to the card. The 31-year-old Nunez has stayed busy during this global pandemic by promoting her role as in the new COVINGTON show, Iron Sharpens Iron, opposite U.S. soccer star Carly Lloyd. Launching on April 20th, the show is the brainchild of executive producer Cam Newton and pairs star athletes from different sports to trade secrets of their individual training programs and mental preparation. Nunez, a native of Brazil, said she has been allowed to train at her home gym, American Top Team in Coconut Creek, Florida, on a daily basis because while observing social distance protocols. Spencer, who's 29, is fresh off a February TKO of Zarafaran dos Santos and has just lost one pro fight, a 2019 decision to former 145-pound champ CRIS CYBORG, in which the native of Montreal showcased her toughness.
All right, so Jess, what can you say about this? I am like in limbo. I'm in this weird numb state of mind where I can't even get disappointed or excited or whatever anymore because I don't know what's in store. I'm a little bummed that she's not on this card, but I don't even know if the card's going to exist. So where are your thoughts with this?
Like I said before, I think there's going to be a lot of great fights on the May 9th card that we're not going to miss this fight. So it's okay if this fight doesn't happen because I know it's going to happen at some point. Might as well give Nunez the opportunity to have a full training camp and fight Felicia Spencer when she's ready. And then we'll watch the other fights of May 9th because it's going to be a lit card on May 9th. So it's not like we're really going to miss anything if Nunez drops out.
So UFC 250 is what Tapology's calling this. We don't even know if it's going to be 249 or 250. According to Tapology, they're just going to go with UFC 250 because that was supposed to be the date, May 9th.
Yeah.
And you look over here, Nunez is still here with Spencer, but Tapology's in limbo too. The card has Tony Ferguson, Gaethje, Cejudo, Cruz. 1-2 punch is great. I really like the 1-2 punch a lot. Amanda Nunez versus Spencer was a nice little add-on over there. It was a nice third installment of belt action. You know, it wasn't like a main event fight for me, but it still was a nice little touch. Ngannou versus Rosenstrike, Jeremy Stevens versus Cater, Verdum versus Olenek, the old guys going at it. Cerrone versus Pettis running it back. Hardy versus DeCastro. Esparza versus Watterson. Souza versus Hall. Uriah Hall was live on Instagram, and he moved to his gym. Like he's living out of his gym, training, keeping himself ready. And even Uriah has zero idea if this fight's still going on. Yeah. He's just training like it is. Yeah. These fighters are in limbo. It's nuts. I feel the worst for the fighters. I really do.
I think, and also you have to remember.
During a pandemic.
Hold on a second. Hold that thought. We got Brazilian Hole.
Meu partido eom Eureka Libertad, what's crackin' holes, how the MMA family, what's been going on? My 7 kids driving me crazy, but family time is essential.
Yes.
Did Chris and Jesse make a little hole during quarantine?
No.
I bet you did squirt.
No.
No.
Not yet.
But thank you. Jess, can you do me a favor? Can you fix that championship belt behind us? I mean, it's driving. I just looked at it. I'm like, what is this? It's I mean, it's just like concaved on one side. I feel like we're disrespecting the belt. Oh my goodness. Got to strap that thing back. Thank you, Brazilian Hole. Appreciate that. Any fighters? I know we have some friends that do dabble, that fight in the UFC, that are in the community. and there are people, amateur, pro fighters that are mixed in with the fans over here, and it's awesome to see people that compete, that don't compete, everyone involved. But to the people that do train and compete at any level in mixed martial arts, how is this affecting you guys? Like, it's got to be, we're all affected by the situation, but I'm just interested in the fact of these fighters training for something that they don't even know is going to happen. They had no clue. How do you stay in shape? Like Tony Ferguson made weight. He friggin' made weight for a fight that didn't even happen. It's nuts. It really is. Like,
well, Ferguson's nuts.
yeah, I mean, but Daniel Cormier was kind of defending him. He said he was a badass, and he said it's going to be easy for him to get to the May 9th, hit the number. But then again, he backtracked and said he would never do that. So who knows if it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I would love to know, man. Like, I feel for these people. It's not like they're getting paid. They have sponsors, they have people that, companies that they represent that give them a little check here and there, but it's not enough to live off of. Guys are living on the gym floor, staying ready, and you don't have full camps. Imagine Uriah Hall living on the floor, fighting a former champion, Jacare Souza, still an animal. And this dude's living on the floor. This is what he's going through to fight this guy. These people they're badasses. It's crazy, man. It really is. It's a crazy world.
Yeah.
Tonight is a weird show, man.
Why?
It's weird because I'm in this like weird zone of just feeling bad for these fighters.
Yeah,
I really feel
agree.
terrible for these fighters.
And you have to remember too, the MMA community hasn't really made it easy on them. UFC 249 took a lot of scrutiny when it didn't happen the first time, and then when it didn't happen the second time, and it got moved to 250 now on May 9th. Like, that card alone took a lot of scrutiny, and I'm sure that by people celebrating that it didn't happen because they didn't want the UFC to keep going because of the coronavirus, there were people actually celebrating that Dana White didn't get his way. You have to remember, fighters before that were putting in so much time and work.
CBD, what a donation for 420.
CBD. It helps with
420, baby, 420.
Information and stuff like that. So you want to get these for before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
I've missed you guys. Fook fears.
We've missed you, Carrie. And if you want, we're thinking of going straight up Jerry Springer on the second channel. We'll give you guys more information on that if you want some cringe. Hey, listen, we don't have UFC.
Carrie, spread the word.
So we're really thinking, we're brainstorming about something on our second channel, not the MMA Holes, link in the description. We'll get into that in no time. Thank you. Yeah. Jesse's hitting the nail on the head here.
So, all I'm saying is the fighters put in a lot of time, a lot of training. They gave their blood, sweat, and tears for UFC 249 coming up for their upcoming bout. And then when it didn't happen and it got canceled or postponed or whatever the fuck you want to call it, people were celebrating it. Can you imagine what those fighters felt after putting in all that fucking work?
The biggest slap in the face. The biggest slap in the face. What a lot of these media members did. They were on this righteous path, and they're like, I want to protect the fighters. I want this. I want that. This is a pandemic. This is not. I understand safety. I get it. I understand. The UFC was going to do something here that was going to be a safe path for these fighters to provide for their families. And here they are in limbo, sleeping on gym floors, not with nothing. Yeah. Like, who even knows if everyone's getting stimulus checks? Yeah. We don't know what the hell's going on. And these guys, this is their lives. Like, what do they do? What these professional athletes that put their whole life into this, and they have a business, a company that's willing to get these guys paid to provide for their families, put food in their mouths, and then the people that are just sitting at home writing articles to get headlines are ruining it for them. It's nuts. It really is the most selfish shit I've ever seen.
I couldn't agree more.
And then what are you going to do when this is all done? You're going to ask these fighters for interviews? The same
That's
people.
What's going to be interesting is the same people who were celebrating that this fight didn't happen and that these fighters didn't get their bouts that they were working so hard for.
Come on my show?
Yeah, they're going to have to sit in front of these people and be like, listen, you want to do an interview?
Fuck that, man.
I've been working out hard in the woods like Tony Ferg. My kids will all be athletic monsters when quarantine is over. I got them doing 3 miles in the morning before breakfast and 5 before dinner.
Oh, God.
You should really hit a park or something, order bicycles.
We have bicycles.
You know what? I hit the bike today. First time. Had the surgical mask on the face, just grabbing coronavirus. Just right around the neighborhood. Came back. I felt terrible. I'm completely out of shape. Completely out of shape. My noodle legs were just not feeling it.
Your noodle legs.
Oh, my God. Poor professional athletes. Listen, MMA fighters, I hate to break it, they have the tagline of professional athlete. I've met a lot of these professional athletes. They are broke as fuck. They are broke. It's not, if you have pro athlete, pro MMA fighter next to your name on Tapology, that doesn't mean you're making money. You know,
that's what sucks. I feel bad for the fighters.
Yeah, it's not what you think. You know, it's a different world.
I think they deserve more. It's so fucked up. Like the whole
the path that they chose is a very small path. Like it's a you have a small window to get in and try to make something out of it, and most of the time you can't make anything out of it. The sport, you know. Yeah. And a lot of these fighters never even make it to the UFC.
It's like Jason Knight said. Jason Knight said he got, what was it, like 60 grand or some shit? I don't know the exact number, but he got a pretty good chunk of money. And he said you'd be surprised how quick you can go through that much money in just 3 months.
Yeah, paying your gym, you know, your trainers, your nutrition, all that bullshit. By the time you even get there, you know, it's nuts. It's another reason why I respect these athletes more than anyone else. First off, they're the nicest people in the world.
They put in so much work.
They're really a limited amount of assholes within mixed martial arts. And maybe it's because they don't make all that money. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because they're not making the big bucks.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't go to their heads. They're just humble. They're humble human beings. Anyway, who gives a fuck? Let's stop sucking their dicks. Hopefully the UFC gets together on May 9th. Jesse?
Yes,
it is indeed 420. The evening of 420 right now. We have the little marijuana man dancing. And if you want to celebrate with us, we got a discount. Oh. Tell them how it works over here with our friends at Mystic Roots.
Mystic Roots is a boutique organic hemp farm located in the Pacific Northwest. Mystic Roots provides the type of quality and product that you will absolutely not find in those old CBD companies. All of Mystic Roots products are homegrown on a trusted Oregon farm and completely organic, so you don't have to worry about those extra fillers or additives that those other CBD companies don't tell you about. Visit Mystic Roots with the link in the description and get free shipping on any order over $35, as well as the best quality flowers, edibles, extracts, and cosmetics. Use promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, for up to 15% off your entire order.
Yeah.
Ever since we started using Mystic Roots, we never wanted to turn back to any other CBD company. Once again, visit Mystic Roots with the link in the description using promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, and get up to 15% off your entire purchase.
In honor of 420, I have the Mystic Roots Lifted Lotus over here. This is the 500
How does that work for you?
milligrams of CBD. I'm going to take some right now.
How quick does it take effect?
Instantly.
Really?
Yeah, so out of the other companies that I've used, not going to say any names because that wouldn't be nice, but this one here, it actually tastes like marijuana.
I noticed the smell for Mystic Roots is more potent too.
Yeah, it has that taste. It tastes better than the other stuff. Like it actually has that... Like even the smell.
Yeah, it smells more. It
has that marijuana stuff over there. You put it underneath your tongue and it settles you down.
Woo!
Cools you down.
You don't get that smell anywhere else.
You want to hit it with a drop? You want to hit a drop?
All
right, so you fill a dropper up. Now last night I was on a call with her family. I was pounding back some scotch, smoking the CBD. Smoking on the CBD. Today, I'm going to drop it under the tongue. There's a link in the description. You get 15% off. So use MMA Hole promo code and get your 15% off.
I like the smell of Mystic Roots.
Happy 420.
Happy 420. Get that hemp oil in there.
So you let it sit under your tongue for like 15 seconds. It just goes into your system immediately.
Because I'm really sensitive to Scott.
And I'm telling you, it works. It helps you sleep. It just lowers. I used to take Xanax. I used to fucking go crazy with my anxiety. This takes all that shit away. So check it out. Link in the description for that. Mystic Roots.
Ooh, it's really got that taste.
You got that in there?
Whew.
15 seconds and you can swallow it. It's like a load. All right. Anyway, our next sponsor.
That's easier to swallow too.
That's right. All right, what do we got here, Jess?
Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't bet on MMA and UFC. BetDeciphers online wagering and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description, promo code MMA-Hole, all one word, and get a limited time 100% bonus offer as well as $25 as a welcome bonus today. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDecipher if you want to add some excitement to fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, Go to BetDSI with the link in the description below using promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, and get a limited time 100% bonus offer as well as $25 as a welcome bonus to make some extra cash from sports you know and love. It's only a game until you bet it at BetDSI.
That's right, BetDSI. Listen, the fights aren't here yet, but you can have a casino action and all that stuff. May 9th, if that fight goes down, we still have this autographed Tony Ferguson glove right over here. We're going to be giving this thing away. So as soon as the UFC gets back in action, someone has a chance to win this autographed glove by Tony El Kakui Ferguson. So subscribe, friends, please. All right.
This stuff tastes fantastic.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely the better of the other stuff was not nearly as good. All right, we also have something here that will calm the nerves.
All right. Do you put your body to the test day in and day out? Do your muscles feel so stressed and fatigued that it hurts just to get out of bed in the morning? Whether you're a rigorous athlete or a hard worker, you want to buy a massage gun that provides best therapy in the market. Theragun provides an all-in-one massage and recovery tool. Theragun helps you release muscle tension, soreness, and recover faster. Use the link in the description, theragun.com/holes, and start using a deep muscle massage treatment unlike anything you've ever felt. Again, head over to theragun.com/holes. And get a $40 saving with 2 free attachments to start feeling better, moving better, and recovering faster with tension and soreness relief. Say goodbye to toilet paper with affordable premium bidet attachments by Lux Bidet. Upgrade your bathroom with Lux Bidet's beautifully designed bidet attachments featuring chrome-plated water pressure and a temperature control lever for a more elegant look. Lux Bidet's attachments features user-friendly control knobs that are simple to operate. Simply connect your Neo bidet directly to your toilet or sink water supply and deliver your preferred level of water enjoyment. Use the link in the description to put Lux Bidet and check out using promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, for 10% off your entire purchase. When your bidet arrives at your door, you can register your product on the Lux Bidet website to extend the product warranty from 18 months to 2 years, and then you can use your registered bidet ID as a $5 coupon code towards your next purchase. Once again, use promo code MMA-HOLE. That's MMAHOLE at checkout with the Lux Bidet. Link in the description for a cleaner, healthier, happier butthole.
By the way, I think we're breaking Lux Bidet. A lot of you are ordering that stuff. So shout out to the people cleaning your bung holes. Finally, we're cleaning up this world, and enjoy the promo code down below. We don't know. I mean, listen.
With clean bung holes.
Tomorrow the promo code could be gone, so check it out down below. Link in the description. All right, let's get just this donation in over here. Get back into the news. Brazilian hole.
I drove into Brooklyn over the weekend. I went down Kings Highway past 2 hospitals completely empty, drove past NYU in Manhattan empty with a lot of out-of-town nurses and doctors. This is the best time to get Wuhan. The treatment you'll receive outstanding.
All right, there's inside information from Brazilian hole. There you go. I'm staying away from old doctors and everything right now.
Yeah.
Today,
I wouldn't go anywhere.
I had a conversation. It's a friend of mine in the neighborhood, great guy. And I went to my garage. I was going to do a little working out. And as I walked there, his whole family, I got to meet his whole family. And all I'm thinking in my head is just stay 6 feet away, please. You know, I'm showing him some stuff. For the most part, we're all having a conversation. I'm like, I got to get out of here. I got to get out. Like in my head, I'm like, I don't want to be rude. And like we went at the end to like kind of shake hands. We're like, you know, we can't do that, right? And I'm like, no offense. And it was just bizarre. Great people. But this time is so freaking nuts.
You should have worn gloves.
I didn't have gloves on, but I didn't touch anybody. But then all I'm thinking is, okay, I have a mask on, you have a mask on, so we're protecting each other, I guess. But what's going on? Like, are you having this problem? Has anyone in the chat gone outside, or grocery shopping, just gone for a walk, or even at work? Like, the people the essentials going to work, how are you handling this? Like, how are you interacting with people? Or are you just shaking hands? Because I see people doing that too and playing fucking baseball in the streets. Like, how are you handling this? We're trying to stay away from everybody. Today was, I almost had a heart attack today.
New York is worse, I think, than everywhere else. So, of course, we're a little bit more, like, paranoid, you know, than everybody else. I think if you live in a state where it's a real fucking deal, then, of course, we're going to be more paranoid.
Yeah, let me know in the chat how you're handling this whole coronavirus thing.
Valid Rowdy says, like normal, because I'm not a pussy.
And say where you live, too, with your comment. I want to know where you live with your comment, so it will justify how you're saying it. Because I know, yeah, like Jesse said, if you're not in New York, you have no clue what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, we have a reason to be paranoid. The Carrie Show says, I've been practicing abstinence during this whole thing. Started not going crazy.
Oh, God.
No, you sniff underwear far from normal. Jake Rupp says, Moss is never losing that belt. Heavy microgross says, I dropped off 10 pounds of tuna to my mom. I missed the rest. Sorry, man. Alex Petherick, please stop spamming. I'm trying to read everybody else's comments, and you're making them go away. Moss wants you all to dox yourselves.
Yes, I want your social security, too.
And your credit card number.
Please. Immediately.
Florida Panhandle, good so far, says King. Oh, I heard Florida opened up their beaches just recently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess if you stay away from each other on the beach, I don't know. Who knows? You know what the problem is? The
But they're
doctors.
around each other.
I'm listening today to the whole Trump thing and the doctors and shit. And the doctors, they still have no clue. They have no clue how you can get this thing.
This is a whole other strain. Like I heard there's like multiple strains of coronavirus, and this one has not been in humans before. So like this is like a whole other study that they're trying to do.
How long have we been going through this, and they still don't know exactly how you can get this thing? I'm in the shower listening to this. I'm like, help me.
They know you can. I'm just envisioning you in the shower.
I'm just fucking scrubbing my nuts. And then I have this beard, and as I'm walking around outside, I'm like, it's just catching everything. It's coronavirus all over my beard.
No, they know you can get it. Apparently, it's not 6 feet anymore. It's 13 feet that you can get this.
That's it. I want a bubble. I need a bubble. All right, let's squeeze the story in and do the save the show. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm having a wonderful, wonderful night.
Wonderful.
All right.
Dr. Fauci's my idol. Fucking Dr. Fauci.
Ronda Rousey's blasting professional wrestlers who are offended by calling WWE fake fights. Last week, the former UFC the former UFC women's bantamweight champ rigged. Why can't I read?
It's a pandemic.
I make it a point to get as close to people as possible and watch how they discombobulate when I get too close. I'll be at the checkout stand talking shit about how people react to this virus. The virus doesn't care about social distancing. Love you. Heart.
All right. Well, kind of let me know how that works out for you over there.
Well, in a way, I mean, if you think about it, if someone coughs, even if you're 13 feet away and you walk through that cloud, I mean, you're going to get it anyway. So he's kind of right about that.
Why did my friend have to die from this? He's so fucking selfish, my buddy. If he didn't die from this, I would be
selfish.
on. He's a selfish motherfucker. Frank, you selfish fuck. Why'd you die from this? Because you died, now I know someone that died from the coronavirus. So now I'm fucking amped up. You know, now I'm like, holy shit. I'm going to be very insensitive. If I did not know someone that died from the coronavirus, I would 100% be on Kainota's side and be like, who cares? You know, like, that just amplified everything for me. I was like teeter-tottering, you know? I was just kind of like, who gives a fuck? I'm not wearing a mask. I'm just going to go out there, stay away from people, just do my thing, you know, let this pass over. Now that he's died, I'm literally bubble wrapped on my bike just trying to, it's crazy. So I can understand. If you don't know anyone that died, I get it. Everyone's just like, this is not a big deal.
He was an essential worker too, though.
Yeah.
So he had to be around people, and there was the chances of him getting it were much.
My brother's an essential worker, and that dude is like hands-on and bad shit. But thankfully, he's okay. Anyway, let's move on. I don't know why I went down that hole, but God damn it, Kainota. How dare you? It's fucked up, man.
Last week, Ronda Rousey ripped World Wrestling Entertainment, or WWE, when she explained. Come on!
Listen. This is what keeps us moving.
All right, I'll be right.
Scotland, north just before the wilderness. I'm still stacking shelves. Not using PPE cause I don't care. Meeting up with mates outside to share joints and drink. Being morbidly obese, drinking heavily every night. Coughing at people that won't move out my way. 420.
There you go, Luke. All right, well, listen. I hope that goes well for you. I really do. I wish you the best. Whatever works. Whatever gets you through these hard times is fine with me. My worry, this is my biggest worry, and I haven't seen my parents since the very beginning, right? My biggest worry is I think I can handle this. I think my body can just fight this thing off. Even though my friend was younger than me that passed. I just have this feeling that my body can do it. So I'm just going to be optimistic. My worry is if I'm one of those people that have the virus and then don't really know I have the virus and then give it to my fucking parents. Like, that is something that's a worry. Or someone else that's an older person that's out there or something like that. That's my biggest worry. That's my biggest concern. So it's not even like that I'm freaking out about catching it. I don't want to catch it. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to. But at the same time, I don't want to give it to anyone else. You know, that's my concern. That's what's swirling around in my brain. You know? Like, it's not like, oh, I want to die. No one wants to die. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't want to be responsible. Could you imagine you're the knucklehead that spreads it to a bunch of people? Like, could you imagine you're that asshole? Imagine you go down as like the monkey that spread AIDS because you're fucking smoking weed and drinking with your buddies and you just gave it to everybody. Do you really want to be that guy? Like, I don't want to fucking be that guy. Maybe, hey, if you want to do it, knock yourself out. But I couldn't do that guy. I couldn't be that guy. All right, let's get this story in before we do save the show.
Shopping during
Oh, shit.
pandemic.
Kanoto coming in.
I was sick for 2 months and got over it. Moss, my uncle, is living his last days because of this virus. He's prob gonna die alone. You assume too much, Moss. My point is we can't do shit about the virus. Not now or ever.
Okay.
It's always going to mutate.
All right, so you want to be one of those people that spread it. Like, that's your purpose in life, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think he said he wants to spread it. I think what he's saying is he's laughing in the face of danger, pretty much.
Listen, and I'm going to repeat my point again. If I get it, then so be it. That's fate. But I don't want to be responsible giving it to someone else. Now, if you want to be responsible giving it, and I'm sorry about your uncle. Like, listen, that's fucked up. It's your uncle. But do you want to be responsible? Do you want to be known as the person that spread it to someone else? Maybe a family member? You don't want to be that person. So that's what I'm saying. Let's try to be logical here. Brazilian.
That's the thing, some people got it with barely nothing and some people get hit really hard.
Yep.
I think most people had it in December, January, but if you know someone, to the young man, make sure you change your gloves, wear mask and sanitizer while you out.
Is it really that hard? I mean, listen, I don't want to live like that, right? When I see people running around with masks and shit like that.
I disinfect all my groceries.
I don't want to live like that. I don't. But at the same time, I don't want to give it to anybody.
I go grocery shopping, and when I come home, I take all the groceries out of the bags. I make Moss throw the bags away. And I literally sit there spraying down every fucking thing I picked up from that store. It
is to take this lightly is fine, right? If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Listen, it's your life. Like if you want to take it lightly because you want to live your life, that's fine. I'm not telling you to live in a bubble. But it's very selfish to put other people's lives in harm's way. You know, like that is an extraordinarily selfish thing. And it's kind of like smokers if you think about it. Right? If you're smoking a cigarette in a car and there's a person next to you that doesn't smoke, you're putting their life in danger too. You have every right to smoke. You can do whatever the hell you want, but kind of keep that shit away from them, you know?
To end this all, before we go like too far on it, I just want to say to Jam, he says healthy people like me can't be affected by stupid corona. That is incorrect. My friend Amari has a brother who's 26 years old, healthy, strong, always took care of himself, no underlying conditions, completely healthy. Got corona and he's in bad shape right now.
Yeah,
so,
listen, no one's safe. No one's safe from it. I'm not trying to make everyone paranoid. What I'm saying is live your life how you want, but just be careful with the people around you. That's the only thing I'm asking from you. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to lick door handles, you can lick door handles. Knock yourself out. Just don't keep it.
Do you actually think I'm going around in public and sitting on people's laps?
What's going on?
Stop being a libtard. My comment was about the people that freak when I get too close accidentally. You guys are confusing me with your logic tonight.
We are reading.
All
right. Let's let him.
I just don't understand what's going on with you tonight. Like
tonight, it's every night.
I don't know if but tonight more than ever. I don't know if like you're going through an episode or like you're trying to trigger us or you're trying to trigger the chat. I don't know what your agenda is, but I don't know. You're acting really weird tonight.
I'm checking out. I am checking it. Kainoto, thank you for the donation. Let's listen. It's Kainoto.
Kainoto's about to ask for your manager, Mom.
It's Kainoto. I mean, listen, I have no clue. It is literally every stream.
No, I don't think
I
it's
feel
every
for your
stream.
girlfriend. Listen, he's a great guy. He means well. There's a couple of wires crossed. All right, give me the Ronda Rousey story, and then we'll do Save the Show.
Okay, all right. Last week, Ronda Rousey ripped WWE fans when she explained why she'd never return to the promotion on a full-time basis, calling them ungrateful for the way that she was treated during her WWE stint. Rousey also chopped at the promotion's central gimmick by saying she enjoyed having fake fights for fun. That didn't go over well with a few of the WWE's biggest performers who'd shared the stage with Rousey during her brief time in the ring. She scoffed at those upset about having their jobs called fake fights. Compared to what she used to do in the octagon, they were far from real. Now, Moss, if you click the link, you can actually see the Instagram post that she made. And I gotta say, I'm kind of on Rousey's side this time. And she annoys the shit out of me, but... I think
Sometimes this asshole's right.
Yeah, I think she made a good point here. She said, anyone who is outraged by me calling pro wrestling fake fights for fun has never been in a real fight. While you all are tiptoeing around bruising some pro wrestlers' huge soft egos, no one is thinking about all the real fighters you're insulting when pretending pro wrestling is somehow on the same level of realism. Yes, I understand wrestling 300 days a year for years on end is incredibly tough on the body and a difficult profession, but do you know what would happen if you got into 300 real fights in a year? You would be dead.
So, listen.
And she's not wrong.
No, she's right. I'm more fascinated by the fact that she left the WWE, and it sounds like she didn't leave on good terms. Like the way she's talking about it, she's talking way more highly about the UFC and, you know, mixed martial arts, which she spent more time dabbling in, than the WWE. But the WWE took her in off of her 2 crybaby losses and gave her a boatload of money. So it's kind of weird. I'm curious. I want to know the real story. Why are you kind of talking a little bit down on the WWE? You're 100% right. But where's the high road here? It's a little weird, right?
Yeah.
There's more to this Ronda Rousey WWE story that I'd love to get to the bottom of. You know, let's get to the bottom of the Save the Show. Right now, we're going to start this clock, 5 minutes on this thing. We're going to ask you to be a hero tonight. We need to go long. This is 4:20. I want to open up the phone lines. The Epstein Island conversation. Let's talk about it. If you want to talk about the goddamn coronavirus, might as well. We'll talk about that, how it's affecting MMA or your lives. We want to open up those phone lines, but only you can be a hero. So every donation that comes in, $2, we'll add 2 minutes, $5, 5 minutes, so on and so forth. All right, Jesse, you ready for a Save the Show?
I'm ready for a Save the Show, Moss.
The clock has begun.
Shopping during a pandemic.
All righty, what do we got here?
I like talking about the kitty time, kitty time. Q.
All right, we'll just add those 2 points on there. I mean, 2 minutes on. Why not, right? Mike, thank you for the donation. You are wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, so every donation that comes in within these 5 minutes, we will extend the show. All right, so we got 2 minutes. All right, Jess. So what are your thoughts? I mean, you got that whole Ronda Rousey situation. Maybe we'll get more into that later if we have the saves. But what do you think about this? Where we stand right now? Like, where is your mind? Like, there's no UFC.
About what? Oh, about
Yeah, there's nothing going on right now. Everyone's in limbo. I'm starting to see people lose their minds. Like, slowly, we're seeing protests. And I understand their point with the protest. I just don't like the way it's going. They're just fucking all together. Just dancing in the streets and just sharing shit.
I think I'm getting to a point where I wanna start reacting to other things.
What do you mean?
Like I think
protests.
I think WrestleMania is still up. I think Underground MMA is still going.
No, but where's your mindset with this whole?
That's my mindset. I'm at the point now where I'm craving a reaction so bad.
But what are we gonna react to?
That's what I'm saying. I think there's a couple things we can do.
Save the show.
Yeah.
I posted a tweet from ARIEL about the cancelled events on the website.
Yeah, I saw that. So ARIEL just squashed it. Thank you, Drunk. Appreciate it. That's 5 more minutes. Yeah, ARIEL he completely dismissed it. I didn't believe it from the very beginning. It just didn't make any sense.
What's up, Texas?
But all right. So your mindset is.
Yeah,
so wait. So with all this shit going on, you're thinking about reaction shows?
Because there's nothing I can do about what's going on right now.
But there's going to be no reaction shows.
I understand, but what I'm saying is there's nothing I can do about them trying to throw UFC on, 249 on, or anything like that.
Okay. Brazilian hole.
Do you know how many fighters or people would love a WWE job?
Yeah.
That's an amazing career. I think she's very sour about something. Her
Yep.
feelings got hurt again. Maybe the fans didn't like her.
100%. We're going to add another 2 minutes on there. Thank you, Brazilian. Yeah, I mean, there's something missing from that story, and I'm dying to find out. I hope Ronda just writes a book or something, or does an interview where she talks about, you know, her exit from the WWE. She wanted to make babies. No babies happened. And now she's on a farm.
What's going on with that? Because I heard that the whole reason for a layoff.
Steroids? Could be the steroids. I mean, she talks like a dude.
She doesn't take steroids.
YouTube won't let me say that. I'm going to challenge Moss to a game of gay chicken. Moss, Jesse, we'll talk about this over a couple beers when we meet in Arizona.
Okay, I'm down.
About Ronda, I think it's a WWE work. I think she was real, but they're turning it into angle. Save.
Would you
Thank you, Connor.
have a couple beers with Kainoda?
No.
I would.
Wait, hold on a second. Everyone in this community you don't want to hang out with, but Kainoto is the guy that fucking talks out of every end of his body.
There's a couple of people that I would be likely to have a beer with.
All right.
Ken
there
is
we go.
one of them.
Let's see what we got here. Vlad with the save. Farting on Jesse. Oh, my God. Yes.
Don't. Stop it. Ew, it's just flopping around.
That's 20 minutes. That's 20 minutes we're in.
Save the show.
Hell yeah, Vlad. Thank you for the donation. 20 more minutes with only a minute left on the clock. How many minutes do we have now?
25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 31.
31 minutes. Let's go long tonight. Let's go long. Come on, boys. Save the show. Drop a donation. Link in the description. We're going to take some phone calls. Thank you, Vladimir, and everyone that's jumping in. What are we talking about?
I love this little 420 character you got going on down
He's just
there.
dancing. He's
He's
having
so
a great
cute.
time.
Where'd you find him? Google?
I grew him. I grew him in the courtyard.
He's funny.
All right.
You should keep that like year round. Why is it only 420? That's put it down and brought to you by ESPN.
We should make this guy.
No, put him down by in the fire by brought to you by ESPN. You should put him down there.
Yeah, we'll talk about it another time. Jeremiah with the 999.
While we've been inside, they've been passing legislation like red flag gun laws, and that's fucked up no matter what her stance on this junk. Save the friggin' show.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Listen, everyone has, and that was a wonderful, wonderful donation over there. Everyone has their side in this thing. Everyone has an opinion and has a right to their opinion. I just think extreme sides are a problem. I think that's where we're having big problems here. If we could listen to each other and try to figure out what the hell's going on here and get along, time's up.
Oh, it's loud.
That would save a lot. Hold on a second. Jon Jones is crashing the show. Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jon Jones, crash the show. 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 Jon Jones, crash the show.
Yes.
Also, I think we make a good band.
That's 8 more minutes, Jess. That is 8
Save
more
the
minutes.
show. Come on, you broke fooks.
All right, how many we have on the clock?
49.
49 minutes. Shout out to the people banding together on these tough times. You are all wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Oh my God. We got to beat the ceiling too.
I think we make a good band, Moss.
We sure do. Oh shit, hold on a second.
Yikes.
Vlad with the 20. Throw it in there. Throw it in.
1 hour and 9 minutes.
Listen, it's after the buzzer, but I see it on cue. I actually see another one coming in on cue, so we'll add that as well. Thank you, Vlad. We really appreciate it.
Wonderful.
Holy smokes. It's tough, man. When we were talking about this before on previous streams, it's difficult times. Our sponsors are having difficult times. We're having difficult times without the fight reactions. It's tough to grow. You know, that's our bread and butter. We're a fight reaction channel that does a series of streams throughout the week to keep everyone engaged. I'm out of breath.
Do you know if Travis is shooting blanks? I can fill up a large cup if she needs. She better pop that baby soon. There's always little tribal children that need a good home. I think Ronda and Jesse need a baby ASAP. Murica needs babies homegrown mostly.
That's the truth. I need a baby ASAP.
Thank you, Brazilian. Appreciate that.
Brazilian, keep sending donations like that.
So it's 1 hour and 9 minutes, Jess?
Yeah.
All right, 1:09. So thank you to the people over here. We'll start the clock when we do the phone line song. So like I was saying before,
Shopping during a pandemic.
hold on, we got another one squeezing in over here. What we got?
Mum started taking her leftover depression meds from years ago, as well as both parents drinking like mad. The regular flu and pneumonia deaths have drastically decreased whilst the Rona deaths increase. Coincidence? Open the economies, fuck this.
Wait, what?
So
Wait,
Luke
hold
is
on.
saying open it up.
Wait, Mom's started taking her leftover depression meds from years ago, as well as both parents drinking crazy. The regular flu and pneumonia deaths have drastically decreased, while the corona deaths have increased. So,
Listen.
what? Are you retarded?
Listen.
You said it yourself. The corona cases have increased. You said it yourself, and now you're saying open the economies? Are you fucking stupid?
Listen. He was very nice, or she was very nice. He was very nice, Luke, to donate.
I can't with the human race just makes me want to fucking kill myself.
All I can say, I'm going to repeat this once again. All right? Everyone right now is not thinking rationally. We are all not thinking rationally right now. We are all in this weird bubble. Some people are forced working in conditions that they shouldn't be working in. Some people have lost their jobs. Some people are just stuck at home that have jobs but can't work. They're kind of laid off or in this furlough, whatever the hell that's called. It's a messed up time. It's a messed up time we're in right now. So I can't go too crazy. I want to go crazy on a lot of people.
I want to fucking speak my mind.
When I see stuff, out there on the internet of people protesting or just crazy opinions being thrown around, we're going to disagree. We're going to disagree, right? But we have to be mindful of the fact that we are all not thinking clearly. Or maybe this is just a stage.
Everyone's got these fucking conspiracies that drive me insane. Like, I'm all for conspiracy theories. I'm a huge conspiracy theorist. But this is not the time. People are fucking dying. This is not the time. Let's all be on the same level here.
Okay, but I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Oh, here you go.
No, but it's not my opinion. It's not my opinion.
Oh, then why say it?
I am playing devil's advocate, one, because there's another side, right? There's always another side. There are people that need to work.
Yes.
There are people out there that they're not getting their stimulus checks. Like some people haven't gotten it yet.
I didn't get one.
Right? So
but
there are people.
I'm not sitting here fucking protesting that I need to go back to work.
Okay. If you were in their shoes and you had a bunch of kids and you had to feed your family and you're not working, okay?
My family's
your
health
mind
and safety comes before.
They're not going to be healthy if they have no food in their face.
Okay.
You can't pay the rent.
Someone's getting a stimulus check. If you have children, you're getting a stimulus check.
But what about the people that aren't? That's what I'm trying to say to you. There are people out there. There are specific groups out there that aren't getting the stimulus check. They have families and stuff like that. They don't know how the welfare thing works or whatever, or I don't know. And they're freaking out. They just want their job back. Mm-hmm. So they're like, open it up. There are a lot of different scenarios going on in this world. So what we have to do is say, okay, I think you're a retard, but I'm not in your shoes, right? No? It's easy to call everyone retards, like Kai
I didn't call him a retard.
No,
I didn't call the last donator a retard.
But it's easy to do it, and I've been trapped in those situations too when I firmly believe something.
Listen,
okay?
I don't actually think you people are retarded. I'm just saying your logic is very skewed in this situation. I understand that everyone's entitled to their own opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion. And maybe I shouldn't crucify you so much for having an opinion. I understand you guys believe whatever you believe. I'm not going to kill you for that. But what I don't understand is the fact that people are actually dying from this. Like, people, family members have died from this.
Yeah.
And you just don't care.
But there are people out there that love conspiracies. There are people that always
I'm
think...
all for conspiracy.
Yeah.
I love conspiracies.
But this could be one of the conspiracies.
But not now. This is the worst time to have a conspiracy theory.
There you go. So if you love conspiracies, right, then you can't close the door on anyone else's conspiracy.
Like I said, they're entitled to their opinion. If you have an opinion, if you have a conspiracy, whatever the fuck it is, fine. More power to you. But let's not try and fucking push it and protest and do all this fucking bullshit that's going to risk other people's lives. Keep it to yourself. Have your conspiracy. It's fine. I'm not going to kill you for that. But don't try and fucking change what other people are doing to keep other people safe. That's fucked up.
And that's piggybacking off of what I was saying earlier. Is when you force your agenda on something because you're so passionate about it. Listen, I have a very hard opinion on this virus. I really do. And for me to and we have a platform where we can sit here and just drill it into your face and just keep on drilling it into your head and try to get you to agree, right? But I'm not going to sit here and do that. It would be too easy. I'm not going to do that. All I can say is you just got to be safe. You have to be careful and don't give it to anyone else. If you want to just do whatever the hell you want to do, and doesn't matter, you're a healthy young man or a woman and you feel like you can get past this, that's fine. If you want to work and you need to work, there are many ways to make money out there and provide for your family. So what you're going to have to do is figure out ways. You're going to have to figure this out. And if you need to get your voice heard, there are ways to do it. There are ways to get your voice heard through social media without going out there and just putting your mittens on other people and giving people other viruses. I don't know. But everyone just try to stay calm here. You have the MMA holes. We're here for you. Jesse's here for you. We're giving you virtual hugs so you don't get the coronavirus. Let's all band together like a big happy family, but just stay 6 feet away from me in person, please.
13 feet.
Or 13. Stay across the street, for God's sakes. All right, let's. There's a couple of donations coming in here. We'll start the clock.
Super chat.
But, you know, this is a therapy show. Whoa, Jason,
It's
20.
all set up well. COVID and the Eagle. Perfect for Champ reboot. Justin versus Tony puts the winner against Champ or Eagle. It should happen quick. NEWY. Love the show. Hope you guys stay safe.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you. Appreciate that donation. You know what? If you have a hard opinion, keep it with MMA. That's where you ride or die. That's where we'll have the heated debates.
I like that.
Your
let's
team
all stick to
Conor,
that.
team Eagle, team whatever. Jon Jones. Stick by your guy. Have fun. That's a fun debate because it means nothing. You know, that's a fun debate. These other things, politics and all this other stuff, keep that to, like, I don't know, just keep that to you and your family and use each other for, I don't know, or just don't push it on everyone else. Right? Keep it to fun. Like, if you're gonna be stubborn about something, keep it to sports, something that's harmless. Right? Am I wrong?
Nah, I'm down with that. Let's just do that. Let's all talk about MMA. Forget this whole
Shopping
corona thing.
during a pandemic.
We need a We Are the World song.
I will take a Xanax tomorrow and sleep like a baby. I've been non-stop all week with the kids. It's time for a break. I'll make sure they do their cardio. Catch me up on the fights quickly, please. I've been ignoring everything. Love holes.
May
We
9th,
love you too.
They're supposed to be doing a UFC 249/250 thing. Tony Ferguson versus Gatesy. There's actually a whole lit card, Moss, if you want to just pull it up.
It's a great card. I'll go back over it. We spoke about it earlier. Maybe if you were here on time, you would have seen it. No, I love you. Yeah, here's the card. Amanda Nunez popped off of it. You know, she has her thing. She can't fight on it. COVINGTON. Oh, yeah. Look at him.
Renee Diggler.
Save the show. It would be dope. Try out a few new reactions.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up on the free download to Fortnite.
Whoop, whoop.
Cheer to you all.
There you go.
Happy 420.
Can't wait to play Fortnite with you, Renee. So I was actually pitching this idea to Moss earlier today. It's funny that you brought that up again. I'm down to do new reactions. I know it's like not really, some of the stuff might not be MMA related, but there are still things that are still going right now that we could technically react to.
Like what?
Maybe it's not right up your guys' alley. Like, I know WWE is still doing some things. I know Underground MMA is doing some things. So there are things that are going on. We could capitalize on it if we wanted to.
Jesse, you retard. Have you drunk too much wine tonight?
No.
The regular flu and pneumonia deaths has coincidentally decreased whilst the Rona deaths have perfectly picked up the slack. All the flu deaths have become Rona deaths. They'd have died anyway.
Thank you for your opinion.
We appreciate your opinion.
I already said I'm not talking about Corona tonight for the rest of the night. Forget it. I'm gonna stick to other things because it's too much. Like,
yeah, like we said, I know someone personally that passed away. I know a nurse in Lenox Hill Hospital in Manhattan who's very high up over there that sees this, you know, firsthand. I know people in this situation, right? Jesse knows of people in this situation through her life. We all have connections to this virus or whatever the hell you want to call it. But who is the retard? Really?
nobody's a retard. Let's
Are
just
you
move
a
on.
doctor? Are we a doctor? Or are people dying?
Okay.
Like, what's happening here? Think about it. So stay safe.
Nobody's retarded. Nobody's dumb for having their opinions. Let's just move on. We're not talking about it for the rest of the night. I'm done. I'm over it.
Are you checking out?
No, it's just everyone's going to have their opinions. I'm not going to call anyone retarded. If I did, I'm sorry. I'm not doing any of that shit.
Well, you did pretty much light up Kai Noto, man.
That's
Well, actually,
what
no, he
I'm
went at
saying.
you
You're
first.
not, thank you. That's what I'm saying. I retract any kind of insults that I may have made to anyone this show, but I'm done. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Everyone's going to have their own opinion, and it's worthless having this conversation.
How about we try to make some money off of this? If you go over to the
Let's
MMAHoles.com, right? MMAHoles.com, and you scroll down over here, we have coronavirus shirts. Because, listen, whether you think this is serious or not, we have the Kung Flu shirt right over here. Check it out on the MMAHoles.com. We also have COVID-19 Can Eat My Ass. So if you want to support the show and, you know, really stick it to people out there, there you go. Get those shirts over there on the MMAHoles.com. We didn't even start the clock yet.
What?
Usman and Colby would wrestle Fook Izzy in a fight.
Usman and Colby would wrestle Fook Izzy in a fight. How about this? How about, I don't know if we have the story. Tyron Woodley talking about Izzy. Do you have that story?
No, I have a story where Tyron Woodley said that he still believes he's the champ. He's the champ in his mind, like a delusional way of thinking. I have that story.
Tyron Woodley. Oh, I love me some Tyron Woodley. He brings it. He brings it with the cringe. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start the clock. We're going to take some phone calls.
We're doing the phone call song?
Yeah, let's do the phone call song. We're going to get into some more news, and the calls will be around this Epstein Island.
Super
and listen,
chat.
if you want to talk coronavirus, who gives a fuck? Well, I don't give a shit.
All for our worthy Justin, Tony, Connor, and Khabib. Make that dollar.
All for our worthy Justin, Tony, Khabib, Tony, Connor, and Khabib. Make that dollar. There you go, Jason. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Wonderful.
He's not wrong. They all four are worthy of some kind of matchup.
I tell you what, I was thinking about this. You know, they keep on showing you this day in history, this happened, that happened. And something came up with Connor. And fuck, I miss it so much. I miss the circus leading up to Connor fights. I really, like, today was like the first time in a while where I was like, God, fuck, we had him
I
back.
have a story on Connor tonight.
We had him back. We had the Cowboy Cerrone thing.
Super
We got everyone's panties in a bundle.
Is Tyron racist for saying that about Izzy?
Yes. You know, everyone's favorite fighter, right? I guarantee, like, you're jonesing for that fight. You know, get it like Jon Jones. You really want to see your fighters fight. Like, you're really itching for it. And today I had a moment where I was just looking through social media and I just miss it. I miss the circle. I miss arguing with people about Connor.
Yeah.
I miss it so much.
You miss people lighting you on fire about being a Connor nut hugger.
No one lights me on fire. I am flame proof over here because I'm already red and it just repels off my red beard and face. That doesn't bother me, but I love it. I live for the autism of going back and forth with the community about this and that with Connor. I live for the lead up in the fights, whether Connor is just nuts clipped like the last time or full cokehead. I live for that stuff. And then when the fight happens, the buzz from the fight buddies. I miss it so much. The fight buddies. That is our bread and butter. Brother. Fight buddies is something that we were talking about earlier. That is our thing. That's how we grow. When we do a fight buddies, we're getting like 1,500 subscribers a show. We're growing this community. We're having a straight up party. The best party on the internet over here. I miss it. I love doing this. This is great because our hardcore fans, hardcore people, brothers, sisters in the chat, always coming back and hanging with us.
Hanging with the boys. Time to start the clock.
Jesse, let's give back to the people. They gave donations. What are you checking out for?
I'm not checking out. I think we should start the clock.
We're gonna start that clock, but let's go long tonight. Let's have fun. It's the coronavirus.
Yes.
Just kick back. So here's the thing. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get these fight buddies hopefully soon. We're gonna see these fights. It's just a matter of when. When do we start going crazy? When do the wheels fall off of our little party bus? Mm-hmm. When? Is it happening right? What's going on? Well, you're fidgeting.
I'm tapping my foot with a pen.
We're making that. Don't worry. I got you.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, when is this going to happen? When are we going to, like, how long can we go before we start panicking? Before it's like, wait, maybe we're not going to get MMA. Maybe we're not going to get UFC. When do we start freaking out?
Now.
Now?
Yes. We start freaking out now.
Why?
Because we've been waiting long enough.
So you're saying we shouldn't talk about fights anymore. It's over.
No, I didn't say that.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, we are talking about potential matchups. Amanda Nunez pulls out of the May 9th card. We don't know if the May 9th card is going to happen. So when is it going to happen when we start freaking out? Like, when do we completely lose our minds here?
Now. Now we start completely losing our minds.
Okay, tell me. Just preach to me.
I'm just saying now.
Why is your mind going?
Now, Christopher, we start losing our minds now.
Okay. So Jesse's lost it. Jesse is completely...
I'm losing it. Not lost it completely yet, but losing it.
So explain to me this process now, Jesse. Explain to me... No, this one. There you go. All right, so give me that thought process, Jesse.
That was my thought process.
I see the lunacy in her face right now, and I don't. This is interesting. I want to dive into this. Tell me about this. I know you want us to start the clock. You want to get the fuck out of here. I know that, but too bad. Tell me about Jesse.
I didn't say anything.
Tell me about why you're losing your mind. Is it because you're not
I'm
getting?
over it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Who cares? Ah!
But, All right, talk about what though? What you don't want to talk about? What?
So I just want to fucking punch you in the face.
No, but talk about what?
I get that rage going.
Yeah, what is?
And I'm like, ah!
Okay, so what don't you want to talk about? I'm confused.
Never mind, doesn't matter.
The fights,
I got it all out in the Oz.
What's going on? We're having two totally different conversations.
Scream therapy.
Are you melting down? So is it this whole situation with no fight buddies, no fights? Is that what's going on?
Yes, Chris, that's what's going on.
Okay. Okay. All right, we did that. So I'm trying to wrap my head.
I told you already.
Okay. All right, chat. Let me talk to you guys for a second here, because I've completely lost. Jesse's lost her mind. So she's checked out. She doesn't even know what she's thinking right now. She just wants to scream. So I'm assuming Jesse is checked out with talking about what is next. What like who gives a fuck about matchups? Who gives a fuck about any of this stuff? The coronavirus is getting to her. Politics are getting to her. It's all done. This is a talk show. What do you mean I talk too much? What would you like to talk about, Jesse? What's going on here? What would you like to talk about? Can you help me out, Jesse, please?
Keep talking.
All right, what would you like to talk about?
Whatever you want.
I have the most difficult job in the world. I really sometimes I want to be flown to Epstein Island, and I want to be buried with all the rape kids.
Why would you say that? Now I know.
All right, I'm going to move on. I'm just trying to give topics for the phone lines and stuff like that. I'm trying to lead into it, but I know that you're checked out, so I'm going to abort that.
Checked out. Don't say that. I'm not checked out.
I'm going to open up the phone lines because I was trying to lead you somewhere. But all right, let's do this. Let's play the phone call song. I'm going to go take a piss. We got a couple of donations over here. Let's play that real quick.
Super
I need to take a cold shower.
Why would you do me like that, Moss?
Connor went through tough fights that everyone forgets.
Connor went through. Listen, we can talk about that, Jason. We can go into that. That would be a whole story, whole debate, I should say. We can get into that with the phone lines. Whatever you'd like to do. Another donation coming in over here. Let's play a couple of them, and then we'll do the 100 likes as well. Jesse's scaring me. I gotta go take a cold shower. You're scaring me tonight. I don't know why. You're scared.
What am I doing?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know how to have a conversation with you right now.
I'm not doing anything.
I don't know how to talk to you right now. I'm nervous. Red
Pandy Night. Don't forget, MA-Holes baby.
That's right, Jason.
Yeah.
I'm MA-Holes baby.
I'm fucking confused.
He's not going to want to give me one after tonight.
No. I cannot reproduce with this Jesse right now. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. I'm going to let Jesse take over with the topics.
Okay.
Because, I'm confused. I'm
Why?
I don't know. Like, you just...
I'm just fucking around with you. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Just do whatever you want.
Legit scared.
I don't know why.
Like, I sometimes... Let me explain my life here.
I promise you, like, you're cool. It's like...
I know, but there are times... Oh, shit! Oh, perfect timing! Oh, thank God! Jesse's brain is donating! Ah, Jesse's brain! I love that fucking donation. That is great. Thank you, Rogelio213. We should change that to Jesse's brain.
Yeah, maybe. No, put my brain on top of his head.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I could probably make a little gif of you next to it, just bugging out. Oh my God! All right, let's. This is what we're gonna do.
All right.
I'm gonna start the clock, and we give a little extra show tonight because listen.
I got pee. Sorry if I got you all off of.
Yeah, I'm off. Maybe it's not even you. Maybe it's me. I am so off my game right now. Well, like I'm very. like it's
wired.
No, it's not. I'm not wired in any way. It's weird when I'm lost for words. I can't have a conversation with you right now because I honestly don't know how you're gonna respond. So it's like improv. Like it's like you have a heckler in the chat in the crowd, like you're a comedian.
I'm the heckler.
But it's not even that. Like
I'm the heckler.
She's just saying weird things and I'm thrown off and I don't know how to bounce off of her with conversation.
Sorry, my fault.
No, it's not your fault. It's definitely my fault. All right, here we go. Phone calls. We're gonna open up the phone lines and maybe you guys could sort this out. CBD.
Hello, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
What's up, Jesse and Chris? It's Drunk Savage.
No way!
Drunk Savage. What's up, Jesse and Chris? It's Drunk Savage.
I can't believe you're calling right now. Drunk Savage, what's on your mind?
Not much.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I have a respect for everybody in the chat.
MMA-Holes.
Vlad's one of them. Kevin from Chicago. AMH, I mean the knitter.
I'm just enjoying this.
I can hear you.
Hi, this is Billy.
We have Sean Hart.
Anything I want. What's up, man?
What's up, Pulse?
Oh, it's Justin Jr.
Fuck you, Chrome.
Okay, no.
Lord.
RX.
Mark Rowe, Heavy Biker Rowe, D-Russ, Sean Man, Vigo, Big Bob, Mace, Big Dragon White, Nick City, Vigo, South Country Dome, Shannon Stewart, Rogelio, Ben Simmons, VC 2.0, Peter Phillies,
Jeremiah. Hey, Lee W. Michelangelo. MMA-Holes. Man, what a wonderful, wonderful community.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, I feel it. I feel good. I feel sexy. I feel swole. Listen later, slap nuts.
I
All right.
like biting your shoulder.
I know. I had to go to the bathroom and wipe your face off my shoulder, too.
What?
Nah, that's all right. I still love you, Jesse. You're the best.
I spit on you.
Yeah.
Hi. How are you? You guys ready? You guys ready for some phone calls? You guys pumped up to call in the show as we're going to do a little Epstein Island as the UFC has grown. They're going to grow a facility and a place to host fights. Is it going to be on Epstein Island? We don't know. We're going to take the phone calls at 516-522-0267. That's the number. Yeah. Let me open up those phone lines. Jesse's taking a pee-pee. Let's open those things up. All right. Let's start the clock. There we go. Give you a little extra time, man. You guys have been very generous with the donation, so we gave you a little extra time. And let's open these Hangouts. Google Hangouts. All righty. All right, peoples. Let's get this party going. Actually, before we open up the phone lines, we got to beat up the ceiling. We haven't beaten up the ceiling yet. 115 likes. Like away over here. And when Jesse gets back, we'll beat that shite up. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
NH says, Chris, yo. What's up, Ann? I saw Ann had some edibles. I don't know. Did you chomp on those edibles yet? Did you get those things going? I saw you and Mike H are going to have a little party on 420. It's technically still 420 right now, so everyone can indulge in their marijuana. I don't know if Jesse's taking a shit, but she'll be back shortly. All right, maybe I'll start taking some calls. You almost done? There's some of our shirts over here on the MMAHoles.com. Go check it out. Oh, chocolate. Jesse and a chocolate. You ready to beat up the ceiling, Jess?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 100 likes. All right, people. Gonna kick it to overdrive here. Jesse's got the munchies. Yeah, baby!
The dislikes can choke on a carrot.
All right. You know what? You got to think.
What?
100 likes. If you're high, that's going to be a real trip, right? Especially with that fish at the end choking on the carrot. If you would like, give us a like over here. We have 222 people watching. Give us a like right now. When we hit 200, we play that song again. So for the high people out there, let's trip out with another 100-like song. You ready for phone lines, Jesse?
I'm ready, Moss. I just had my chocolate. I'm amped up. I got that sugar rush.
All right.
Little Hershey bar.
516-522-0267.
What's up, Kevin from Chicago?
Turn up on you bitch-ass haters.
Haters?
What's up, Kev?
You know what we got coming up this weekend is Chael Sonnen Submission Underground.
That's right.
That's the only thing we got to look forward to.
How do you watch that?
Fight Pass, I think.
Fight Pass?
Yep, Fight Pass. That's actually a decent fight. They got Craig Jones, decent submission grappling. Craig Jones versus Vinny Magalesh, and Jake Ellenberger's on that card. Austin Van Zandt, a.k.a. Mr. Van Zandt, he's fighting on that card, grappling. It's actually pretty decent, so I'll be tuning in.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good one right there. I did see that. Mr. Van Zandt was on that card over there. That's not a bad idea. What is that, Friday or Saturday?
I'm not sure. Sometime this weekend. I know it's coming up.
Yeah, maybe we should maybe host something for that.
That might not be a bad. I hope it doesn't go against. I hope it's on Saturday. That'd be great. Let's look at this card. Oh, shit. Oh, it's Sunday.
Oh, even better.
All right.
Oh, that's even
Sunday,
better.
there it is.
What do you say, Moss? 6 p.m. Eastern time. What do you say?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, Submission Underground it is. 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, guys.
That's not a bad idea. Good job, Kevin. See, just
yeah.
Kevin. You want a job? Want to work for the MMA-Holes?
Hell yeah. How else am I getting paid in these times? It's like money.
Nice.
You know what? This brings me to my second point regarding the jiu-jitsu. Because you know Ryan Hall. He's like all the jiu-jitsu fanboys, the dorky-ass jiu-jitsu fanboys. He's like their hero. The wizard, the jiu-jitsu wizard, Ryan Hall, he was complaining about not getting fights. And what happens? He finally gets a credible opponent. What's the dude's name? Who's the Hispanic guy?
Oh, there's a lot of Hispanic guys. Lamas, yeah.
And what happens? He pulls out of the fight. So, Ryan Hall, people were saying he's going to be a champion. He's like the big jiu-jitsu hero in that world. That dude's a nerd. He's like, you see his fights, he fights like a nerd with little spinning shit. And I'm going to roll on the ground for leg locks. Oh, I had to get that off my chest. But this brings me to my second point, coronavirus. Jesse, not everybody can sit around and collect super chats. People got rent to pay. They got bills to pay. So you got to look at it from that angle too. But I'll leave it at that. Let the next person comment. Take it easy.
All right, Kevin. So, Jess, what do you think about that last part over there? He's calling you out.
Yeah, listen, I mean, he's not wrong. I get it. I completely understand. Here's the thing. People are losing their businesses. People who run businesses are losing that. People who work for businesses are losing their jobs. I get it. I understand. There's nothing about that I don't agree with. It's just when we sit here and we laugh in the face of it, that's when there's a problem. That's when there's like, all right, when does it end? When do we start taking this a little bit more seriously? I get it. I completely understand. Not everybody has a job where they can just, collect money in a different way. Everyone collects revenue differently. I get it. You're completely entitled to that.
Super chat.
We got Jason Williams coming in with the deuce.
We should do that. Champ.
Champ. Right, Connor? That's right.
All right, so Submission Underground.
That's a good call.
Sunday, April 26th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time.
I didn't know it was this weekend. I was just literally watching that AIDS of a couple, the Van Zants, on YouTube. And, he was training for this thing. And he is the co-main on this. I watched a little bit of Mike Perry and Ally Quinta, and it was actually pretty good. It's very entertaining, so I'm down. We don't have Fight Pass, though. So we're going to have to somehow stream this. In the chat, actually, hit us up in the Discord if you've ever streamed this thing. We'll talk about it off air. I'm curious. I don't want to get Fight Pass just for this, but we'll figure it out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do a reaction to this. What is it, at 3 p.m.? Oh, that sucks.
No, 6 p.m. our time.
Oh, 6 p.m. That's better. Okay. 6 p.m. Sunday night. All right. So it doesn't go too late for the peoples, and it's not too early. All right. We're in. Let me know what the ones in the chat if you're going to hang with us. You're going to hang with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
For Submission Underground. All right. 516-522-0267 is the number. Call us up. Tell us what's on your mind over here as we are rolling through. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And we also react to all the fights when they come up. Been doing this for over 3 years, and we're still going strong.
That's right, Moss. 516-522-0267.
All right, here we go.
201, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
All right, hello?
Hey,
what's up, Aiden?
Hey, how are you in this quarantine tonight?
You know the answer.
Wonderful.
All right. So, Moss, I have a personal question for you.
Sure. Shoot.
Tony or Conor?
Of course, Conor.
What about you, Jesse?
Tony. I'd have to go Tony on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
She's wrong.
Oh. How do you have him winning?
I'm going to go... You know what? I'm going to go by knockout. I think Conor has a little bit of a glass chin that people aren't really...
What? Glass chin?
Yeah, that he hasn't really shown people yet. Yeah, I think it's there.
Are you sure you wouldn't say a dart stroke or something?
No, I think I'm going to go
Wouldn't that
knockout.
make sense?
I think I'm going to go knockout.
Wow. Out of
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds casual, Jesse.
I'm kind of surprised.
You're going what?
I'm kind of surprised.
Why is that?
Well, I don't see Conor getting knocked out as much.
Uh-huh. Well, that's fair
I
enough.
see him getting submitted.
That's fair enough. I mean, we haven't really seen Conor. I mean, here's the thing.
I've never seen him get knocked out.
When he fought Khabib, though, Khabib hit him with that right, and Conor wobbled a little bit. So something tells me he's got a chin. He's got some kind of glass chin there that we're not aware of.
Oh my goodness. He was really rocked. Conor, yeah. Did you see that, Aiden, when Conor was extremely rocked by Khabib?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible. He almost died.
I didn't say he was rocked. I said he got wobbled.
Yeah, he was very wobbled.
Different.
All right. Anything else,
You
Aiden?
think he was like, drunk or something?
You think he was what?
Like intoxicated or something.
So I heard that during the Khabib fight, he was drinking during his training camp for the week of. So that might have... I don't think he was drinking right before his fight, though.
Super
Well, we got a super chat. Jason making it rain.
You said to talk champ and the fights he had, slot of them, aging you I forgot, phone chat.
That's right. We have the phone lines open. So Jason, call in, man. Thank you for the donation. We're talking champ right now.
All right, I'm going to let the people call in.
All right, Aiden. Thanks.
Take care.
So, and I'm going to stick with this. Why not talk about this since there's really not much to talk about anymore, right? Tony Ferguson versus Conor McGregor. All right?
Uh-huh.
I actually broke this down many moons ago when these fights were spoken about before, when Khabib was fighting Tony in his previous, fictitious matchups. And people brought in Conor. I said that Khabib is going to be Tony's going to be the kryptonite to Khabib. I really did believe that Tony was going to be the guy to go in there and surprise a lot of people. I believe that he's more well-rounded. I believe that he has more ways to get the job done. Right. Khabib is very, very good and probably the best 155er of all time. But something tells me. Now, on the other side of things, you look at Conor versus Khabib, and Conor's got defeated just like many of the other opponents, all of the other opponents that Khabib fought. But when you look at Tony Ferguson and Conor, you match those two together, just because the MMA math would say that, well, if Tony could beat Khabib, then why would you pick Conor over Tony? Mm-hmm. I believe Tony's chin is just too open for the left. I also believe that Tony's going to get suckered into a stand-up fight. Yes, he will roll around and do his things, but he's not going to really go for bringing it to the ground. Tony Ferguson's going to want to make this a scrap. So I believe if you have a scrap, the advantage would go to Tony with cardio, yes. If this is a 5-round fight, well, Tony would have an advantage with cardio. But I think the chin is too exposed. I really do. I think Tony's chin is just too out there. He's very good with his footwork. He has tricky things. He has his elbows and stuff like that. But when you look at a guy that's never been knocked out, at Conor McGregor, right? And if he's going to get choked out, it's because of being gassed. I don't see Conor getting gassed because Conor's going to get the job done early in that fight. Conor over Tony.
I think you love Conor too much, buddy.
Listen, you know the only one Conor loses to is himself.
But you know what? I love rubbing your neck because I like feeling your little hair fluffs.
That's true. That's true. Every time Conor lost, it's because of himself. He ran out of gas and just tap, 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 tap on Nate.
Tap machine.
And then when he ran out of gas with Khabib too.
Yeah.
Realistically, I mean, that was it. You want to talk business? Tap, tap, tap. Conor loses to himself. That's how good he is. 516-522-0267.
Too much.
The best. The best of the best.
516-522-0267.
Could you imagine if Aiden just opened this vortex and now we're going to be talking this shit the whole rest of the night?
About Conor?
That's what's going to happen. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
All righty. Yeah, give us a call. We'll react to this weekend. Submission Underground.
So, Moss, do you have any ideas as to what our Fook Off Friday, our third option is going to be?
No, we'll talk about that during the week.
Aw, dang it.
Why? You have an idea?
King K says Conor.
Conor has an iron chin, unlike that in Camp Rat.
I was about to read it like I read the chat.
You want to just get rid of the voice and just have you do it? Thank you, King K.
Sorry.
What do you think in the chat? If you want to keep going with that, who do you think wins, Fergie or McNuggets? Listen, Tony Ferguson's no scrub. The guy's very good. Has a nice long list of wins. Very good. He's getting older.
Canota says Moss is right about Tony and Conor. Tony gets tagged, and if he gets tagged by Conor, he keeps going to sleep. Tony beats Khabib too. Glide OG says, Moss, why is this guy in the chat copying everything I say? Which guy?
So I don't know.
Which guy?
They're getting their votes in for the...
Sun Green says, you're embarrassing Jess. Stop, Moss. Embarrassing me how?
I don't know. Maybe my looks. I don't know. My beauty.
Conor is too fast starter, says the great Yash. Alex Petherick says, Conor beats Ferguson. Gary says Tony would fuck him up. Sandy Man, Ferguson divorced his wife just to train his... No, they're not divorced.
Well, maybe. I don't know. No, you know another thing, too? And I don't want to play the MMA math thing, but when I saw how Tony and Cowboy went at it, right? I thought Cowboy did pretty fucking good. I really do. In that fight, the first round, I'm talking. The first round, I was like, oh, shit. He did very good. You're talking about the damage, and as the fight progressed, Tony was teeing off on his face, hit him with the elbows and shit like that. But Cowboy's face is right there. You know what I'm saying? Cowboy's not a head movement type of guy. His fucking head is just right there, sitting right on a fucking, like on a tee. He's hitting the ball on the tee over there. So that fight, how Tony was fighting Cowboy, if Cowboy would have moved his head a little bit, you know, and it could have been a fucking good scrap. It was just there for the taking. Cowboy just kept on walking into his fucking elbows and shit like that. But if it wasn't for the doctor stoppage, if it wasn't for him blowing his nose, that shit could have went the distance. Conor goes in there and just
fight
ran.
was never going to go the distance. Tony was going to fucking maul him.
Do you remember the first round?
Yes.
Was that not competitive?
It was very competitive, but I don't think that fight would have ever gone the distance. I think Ferguson would have fucking mauled this guy.
I think Ferguson definitely would have destroyed him as it went later into the fight. Sure. I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I'm saying is how he went into that fight with Cowboy Cerrone, it was competitive. I see Conor, the way he went in there with Cowboy, and a lot of people are like, oh, Cowboy took a dive, Cowboy this and that. Cowboy got ran over. Like, it was literally like a freight train ran him over. You know? If Conor puts that pressure on Tony, right? What is Tony going to do? Mm-hmm. Tony's chin's there to be hit.
Yeah.
You think it's going to hold up?
No.
Telling you, it's not. She's right. It's not going to hold up. I really want to see that fight, though. It would be fantastic to see a lead-up of Ferguson and Conor.
Yeah.
Like the weird trash talk of Ferguson. Is Conor going to give him respect, or is he going to go into his old bag of tricks? It would be fantastic lead-up. I actually, you know what? I've bailed on Khabib and Ferguson. I already bailed out. That fight was supposed to happen so many fucking times. I bailed. I'd rather see Conor versus Tony. Mm-hmm. That would be way more fun for me.
Yeah.
Way more fun. I don't care what you say. Well, I do. Let us know in the chat.
I got you, Glide. I took care of you, buddy.
What happened?
He's got a mockery in the chat.
There's another Glide?
Yeah.
Glide, no T?
Nah, I took care of him.
Let me just, we opened the phone lines back up. I don't always do
that. So take that as the biggest compliment, because anytime there's a mockery, I just leave them in there and let them do their thing.
be very careful in the chat. We cannot see the channel. So if you're trolling or something like that, just be careful, because if you get banned, there's no coming back. There's no resurrection. We can't see your channel. So have fun, troll away, have a great time. But if we give you a warning and be like, yo, cut it out, just be careful, and we do ban you, there is no resurrection anymore, because we don't know who's who. We can't check the channel and be like, oh, it's this person. So good luck, chat room. It's going to be a difficult place thanks to YouTube. All right, the phone lines are open. 516-522-0267.
516-522-0267.
516-522-0.
I thought I said it better.
Give us a call. Let's see what's up in the chat.
Oh, man. Don't baby him, bro. I don't baby him, but I give everybody a chance. Guy's never really in the main channel. He's always in the second channel. So the fact that he's here, I figure let's help him out a little. Vlad says, Staley, he's lucky he wasn't here from the beginning. This is nothing. Yeah. He could have gotten some hardcore trolling in the beginning.
The beginning was rough.
Moss is my boo and Jess is my bro, says Staley.
Yeah, baby.
The double champ says, Conor waiting for Khabib to come back. Luke Barber says, yes, sir. Maybe May 9th. Yes, Underwear Sniffer says, rest in peace, Glide OG. No, Glide OG's here.
Super chat.
Jason Williams.
You are very right. Tony will get smoked. Conor over Tony because of himself.
All right. How about that?
All right. Fair enough. I disagree. But
You say Tony for the win?
I'd say Tony for the win.
It's not impossible.
Just
I mean, Tony's very good. It's not. I can't say you're crazy. I have my feelings and opinions, but I can't.
I have this like weird habit that I've developed where I'm like, you know, where
that's the only weird habit you have?
My sinuses like get clogged up, and I started doing this, and it's like really gross. But I've noticed I've developed it. It's like a problem.
Tell the chat more. They want to hear more about this, Jess.
I just thought I should inform everybody that I've developed a bad habit.
Well, that's the only weird habit you have, Jess.
Well,
maybe the cocaine. The cocaine might be, it's booger sugar.
I've started.
Could be that.
I don't know.
Maybe the phone lines are tied up. I don't know. Maybe everyone's calling at once, but 516-522-0267. Before we had like 5 people at the same time, so there's no call waiting. So just keep on trying, and eventually you will get through the phone lines. All right. Anyway, while that's going on, let's see what else we have in the news over here.
All right. Well, according to RT.com, someone who's jealous started the beef, says a Russian ex-UFC fighter, Oleg Taktarov, clarifying that Khabib Wahhabi comments.
Shopping during a
hold on a second. We got Kainoto coming in.
Tony gets tagged way too much. The dude is always in bloody striking wars. Conor is an ace at anticipating shots, and he's got good precision. Conor will sleep him. You guys don't know how much it pains me to say this.
Yeah, I was like, is this really Kainoto? Man, oh man. How about that? Kainoto actually saying something in favor of Conor.
I disagree.
Maybe it's because you guys had that little thing
earlier. The
earlier.
only reason Conor would win is because Dana fixed the fight for Conor to win, because Conor's the moneymaker.
Oh, now you're trying to take his little thing there. He's trying to get on your good side. Trying to get on your good side. Listen,
during a pandemic.
say what you will. Say what you will, Jesse, but Kainoto made a
Tony
good point.
gets dropped to almost every fight. If Conor knocks him out, how many idiots will come out and not give Conor his respect, because they will probably use Tony's suspect chin as an excuse.
Yeah.
If Conor would have beat Floyd, they would blame Floyd's age.
Yeah, and the same thing will happen with Tony Ferguson. He's 36 years old. The guy's a head case. You know, you're going to hear all the things. And that's
Moss,
how...
don't be salty protecting your boy Conor.
No, I'm not. That's how it works. Like, Khabib, it's the same thing. If Khabib wins, there's a million excuses on the other side. Any guys that are top-tier fighters, any guys that have a strong fan base, the other side just goes crazy. That's how it works. But Khabib fans, and listen, I love everyone in this community. Khabib fans are easily the worst. The worst. From what I've seen on social media, Khabib fans are out of control.
I don't want to hear it, man.
Because
Conor fans are the worst.
No, but it gets to the point where it's like threatening people's lives and shit.
So do Conor fans.
No, listen, I'm going.
Where have you been?
Hold on. I am going by what I've seen.
I don't want to get in.
Riots.
I gotta calm myself down. Stay focused, Jesse.
I've seen riots.
Stay focused.
I see people on Twitter like threatening lives and beheadings.
Stay focused, Jesse.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Look
with
what
Khabib
I
fans.
did, Moss, because I knew you were gonna go there.
Stay focused. He's writing on a hand. Listen,
I said stay focused.
I'm just being real here. I like Khabib, and fighting out of AKA, his banter with Daniel Cormier, I think Khabib's a good dude. I really do. The fans, on the other hand, I mean, I'm not talking about every fan, but the hardcore fans that have the horse blinders on, at least the Conor fans. I've partied with Conor fans, with friends that don't even like Conor, and we were.
Who have you partied with that are Conor fans?
I went to fucking 2 of his fights. I was in Boston dancing in the streets with Irish flags with these people. Right?
That's not partying with
and
Conor fans.
We were drinking, fucking getting blasted. We went to the weigh-ins to both of his events in Vegas.
You didn't party with them. You hung out with them for like 2 minutes and then you bounced.
I was in the bar. Well, you weren't even there. You weren't even of age. What are you talking about?
You didn't party.
You couldn't
with
even
them.
have a drink.
Yes, I could.
I have videos actually on my Instagram. I have videos of me dancing in the streets with them. We would go to bars, right? And my friends weren't all Conor fans. We were all partying, fucking high five and ole, ole, doing all that shit. My friends didn't even know who Conor was.
Super
They didn't give a fuck, high fiving and shit. Khabib fans, your head's off.
Khabib doesn't think you have rights, JBH. Tell now.
I'm just saying
I'm not Khabib's wife and I'm just Khabib's fan. You guys, anyone who does that shit, like, oh, you wouldn't have rights if you're a Khabib fan. If you were Muslim, you wouldn't have rights. You'd have to wear a towel over your head. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm not his wife. I'm his fan. You can end that right now. That's the biggest fucking bullshit that I've ever fucking heard. I'm not his fucking wife. I'm his fan. So I have my freedoms as an American.
So what if he doesn't like women?
Shut the
He
fuck
puts
up
towels
with
on
your
their heads.
fucking bullshit and let me be a fan, just like you let Moss be the biggest fucking Conor McNut hugger. Stay focused, JBH.
Jesse, have you ever partied with Khabib
Calm
fans?
down. Stay
Never.
focused. Stay focused.
What we got here? 832 live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hey there, this is Bailey. I wanted to, discuss the biggest story of the week, and maybe I think one of the rarest stories ever. We just had a fighter make weight with no fight.
You're talking about Tony El Kukui Ferguson.
Who else would make weight when there's no fight?
You're 100% right. This lunatic, Tony Ferguson.
Is this Manny C?
He said it's Staley.
This is him. And my last gave it away.
Oh, damn, Jesse, she figured it out.
I knew it.
Seriously, like how, I guess what I was looking into, it's like, how does he get medically cleared? Who clears him? Last year he kidnapped his family, bought a life raft and drove them 100 miles away from their home because there was going to be a flood.
Mm-hmm.
Then he starts, tearing apart his appliances because he thinks people are monitoring him or there's cameras in his, oven or AC or whatnot.
In his fireplace.
He makes weight. What's that? In his fireplace.
Yeah.
Then he makes weight for a fight that isn't happening.
He's a nut.
How can he be medically cleared? I know there's evaluation.
So you think the UFC is really being risky putting this man on any fight card in the near future because the guy's completely lost his mind?
I don't know what the rationale. I don't know, because usually, if they do a medical eval, if you have this kind of medical history, there's all kinds of red flags. And I think a pretty big red flag would be, hey, our fighter just made weight for a fight that isn't happening. Though that's a red flag to get him reevaluated, I think.
Yeah.
Did you see? What'd you think about Twitter or him throwing the baseball? What'd you think about that? That was interesting. Hold on. King K coming in.
Conor doesn't make D wear a towel. #champ.
Oh man. So
I wasn't aware of the what's the logic?
Yeah, so
what happened?
He has this whole thing with a baseball, that's his thing. I don't know what it's. I can't really put everything together with this whole champ shit baseball thing. He just walks around with a baseball, and then he put a video where he's kind of throwing into a tire.
It's hand-eye coordination.
Is that what it is? The connection to the baseball?
Yeah.
Now let me make this clear. I like Tony Ferguson. I get fired up with the guy.
Oh yeah.
But the question is, what Manny's saying, he's bringing up a good point. Is it a little crazy? The guy does have mental health issues, and he's probably on a lot of medication to control these issues. And when it was brought up at the one of the press conferences, he got very triggered by it. That question. So clearly, there's some serious stuff going on. Is the UFC, being a little reckless, letting this guy compete?
Yeah, you have, we're not doctors, but he's probably a schizophrenic, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Something's going on. I mean, I love the guy, and I think he's a great fighter. But who knows? He may not even know he's fighting. So, I mean, his behavior, like I said, making weight for a fight that isn't happening is one of the most bizarre stories I've ever heard. I mean, I can't believe we're talking about this right now.
Well, he should fight on Epstein Island, right? If you're gonna have the crazy, they should wait and have him fight there, right? You go full force, you know, put him on the island.
I think, you know, the only guy that I think Chael Sonnen was trying to make sense of this, and I think he's delusional enough to kind of bring up a good point. He said it would be interesting to see how having the weight cut done already, 2 weeks early, and then kind of see, because you know half the battle and the stress of the fight camp is trying to make weight. So you already made weight. And then you kind of just manage your weight for these couple of weeks, and you don't have to worry about that. That's a huge stress reliever, rather than, you know, those brutal weight cuts that they do that final week just is really hard. So not having to stress about that. I mean, there could be something to this if they, you know, I don't think it's ever been done before. I think for logical reasons, but I'd like to see how he maintains his weight from here on to the fight.
All right.
So that's it. But hey, yeah. All right. Well, love listening to the show, and that's it.
All right. Thanks, Manny. Oops, cut him off. Manny C, thank you for the call. All right. So listen, I do think he has mental problems. Yeah, I mean, it's very clear. And the whole baseball thing, you know, a lot of people are like, well, he used to play baseball. Here's my problem with that. When he was being asked on the dais and the reporters were asking him, hey, why do you have the baseball there? He was kind of like, he didn't even answer the question. It was just like, it's just there. You know, it was bizarre. His answers were just all over the place. And we never found out. Like, he had to do some research, or maybe he put it on social media. He never really answered the questions. He just was throwing a baseball up and down and, okay, there's a baseball in his hand. The guy clearly has mental issues.
Yeah.
There's definitely something wrong. But him making weight, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
I'm really not. I think, like Daniel Cormier said, that he's going to be fine. He's going to be able to do it again. Maybe he'll walk around a little lighter. So
I see in the chat, Evil Penguin Gamer says, what's stopping fighters faking mental health issues to get TUE for medications which help performance? For example, anti-anxiety, which increase confidence, and etc. Here's why that wouldn't work. Because I'm on anxiety medication. And anxiety medication decreases your reaction time. So if he were on anti-anxiety medication, like say Xanax and pretty much anything that makes you less anxious, your reaction time would be much, much slower. So in the cage, him seeing a fist flying at him, he's not going to be able to react as quick. When you're anxious, you fucking react. You react quick. When you're not anxious, your reaction time is way slower, and it actually disables him inside the octagon. So that's why it wouldn't work.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. It just wouldn't work. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor, so I have no clue. But who knows, man? Who knows with this situation over here? I think he'll be fine. It is alarming, like some of the things that comes out of his mouth. Hopefully it's not CTE. You know, hopefully that this guy, you know, his fights, he takes some serious shots to the head. And you can't think that helps a person that's a little unstable. So I just hope he gets out of this in one piece, because he is some athlete. He really is.
Yeah.
And he seems like a good dude. You know, even though he's a little scrambled, I think he's genuinely a good person. I don't think he's a bad guy. I thought he was a bad guy in The Ultimate Fighter, but I think he's a little better now.
Whoa.
Wow, a lot of callers over here.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's the name? What's on your mind?
Yo, Drunk Savage.
What's up, Drunk Savage? Happy 420.
Happy 420. Yeah. So, this thing with the Epstein Island, I hear what Carnelo's saying, but, bad shit happens all over the fucking world in every place you go. It's not going to change anything, just leaving that place alone.
Yeah.
Might as well use it for something else.
Right. No, I agree with you, man. I've said this before. I think if we were to take all the bad crap that's happened worldwide and we were to just stop doing things in those areas because something bad happened there, we would never be even economically as progressed as we are now.
Exactly. It's fucking terrible what happened with kids and shit. And, thankfully it's not going to happen in that place in particular anymore. But, Gotta move on.
Yeah,
Either
sure.
for something else, something good.
100%.
And can someone explain to me how is a UFC event more risky than letting a bunch of people gather for church?
Oh yeah, I spoke to someone today about that when I was trying to stay away from these people. One of the gentlemen that I was speaking with said that, you know, they were still going to church, and now, like, they waited to the last second to stop doing church. So apparently churches were
So
closing.
they get the coronavirus and have handed it to you and you don't even know.
Well, listen, I'm fine. But let's talk about the issue at hand here.
Why would they go up to you?
Let's talk about the issue at hand. So it is crazy that people are doing these things. Now, church has to make money too. Do you think they're staying open because they got to make those extra charity?
No, I heard that some religious venues were closing.
Are they still passing around the baskets at church
I wouldn't think so.
during the coronavirus?
Maybe they have a different way to donate now to the church.
You know, they could do live streams and fucking do super chat or whatever.
Yeah, why don't
Get
they do
donations.
that? They should do that. You're right. Do a live stream, and anything that supports the church is through a PayPal or something like that, and then everyone's safe.
My cousin goes to one of those mega churches with like hundreds of people.
Now, Drunk, what do you have to say about this? Chris Williams says there's a difference between Epstein and God.
What now?
No, there's no difference in that.
Chris Williams says there's a difference between Epstein and God. What do you say about that, since you're mentioning the churches?
There is a difference between Epstein and God, but there's not really a difference between Epstein and the church. I mean, there's a lot of pedophiles in the church system.
Oh, man. You know what's funny?
Boom, boom, boom.
It's not funny, but I was watching TV the other day, and they actually had a commercial for people donating to help.
Oh, the ad.
Yeah, pedophilia.
Abuse.
I couldn't even believe I was watching this. It apparently is a real thing that these priests are just fucking the shit out of the altar boys. I'm watching. What were you on YouTube?
Yeah, it was on YouTube. There was an ad to help end abuse against the priests with the children.
Someone is paying for ads to stop priests abusing altar boys. What is going on? What is going on?
How does this exactly work?
I don't know. I don't know. So there's just an ad for it. There's like a donation or some shit like that. Or if you know someone who's being abused by a priest, to call this number. And it was like really weird.
What is going on?
Okay, I could see like giving the money to help the kids who have already been abused and whatnot, but how's it going to prevent it?
Kainoda says I'm funding that campaign much.
What was the movie with oh shit,
Sleepers?
No, the guy that was in the Hulk was in it, and Michael Keaton was in it. It was about priests that would fuck kids. It was based off a true story. I think they got like nods for Academy Awards too. Oh, what the fuck was it called? Someone in the chat.
Oh, was it Michael Keaton was like a news editor?
Yeah, yes. Yep. Oh, Jess, you got to watch that show.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Oh, I can't remember the name.
What is it called?
No, well, that's what I just asked the chat.
Hold on, let me look.
Jack Frost.
Hold on.
I think it was with an S or something.
About a priest?
It was about priests fucking kids. It's based on a true story. I had the guy from the
Michael
whole
Keaton was trying to break the story.
Priest?
Not Boston
I think
Priest.
it
That's a
happened in
porno.
Boston.
Spotlight?
Birdman.
Is it Spotlight?
Spotlight. Wheezing.
Wonderful.
Yes, baby. Spotlight is the name. We will watch that after this, Jesse. You would love that. It really makes you want to become an altar boy.
Spotlight is a 2015 American biographical drama film.
Oh, it is fucked. It makes you angry, man.
Ensemble class.
That shit makes you, like, it legit makes you want to fucking slash
Initially believed they are following the story of one priest who was moved around several times.
Oh, it's bad, man. It's bad.
Oh, God.
And I grew up in
I don't
Catholic
know if I
school.
wanna watch
And all
this
I'm
movie.
thinking about, if I was the one with the fucking little robe on, jingling the bells when the Eucharist is... Oh, anyway, let's move on from that.
Father O'Malley, giving it to you.
Although there was a nun that was really hot.
Moss!
Sister Mary Ellen. God damn,
you told me about her.
She was, and she
Didn't
bounced.
you run into her in a gas station later on?
She ran off with a priest. Good for her. She got
She
away.
was like, she sinned, and so she couldn't be a nun anymore.
Yeah, she ran off with a priest. Straight up just bailed. But she was hot as hell, man. What a hot nun. I never thought I would find a very attractive nun. Anyway.
And what kind of day is let the priests fuck the nuns? And there would be no fucking pedophiles.
It's true. It's true. They should have just had an orgy. A nun-priest orgy. Then the boys would be fine.
The boys would be
There you go.
That's how you know it's bad, when you're looking at the altar boys and like, well, this is all I got to work with. Bend over. Oh, my. I dropped the Eucharist. Bend over, please. Anything else, Drunk?
Moss.
Yeah, you see that? I think I dropped it on the website the other day. The Paulo Costa tweet where he's like, "Where's USADA at, Izzy? They can't save you now." Like, did he just fucking admit to using steroids?
Probably.
Oh shit, did he?
Yeah, I saw that tweet. He was like, he was all shirtless and buff, and I jerked off only once to it. But yeah, you know what? If I'm out of the pool, I would jump on the juice, right? Why not?
How many fighters do you think are juicing right now?
What's that?
How many fighters do you think are juicing right now?
You know what? I would be completely fine with fighters cycling and shit right now, getting on and getting off. I mean, I don't know though. How long does it stay in your system? I don't know much about steroids and stuff.
I'm not sure.
Could you get on? Like, if you're not scheduled to fight.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Oh shit! It is his birthday. Happy birthday to
Paulo Costa.
Mr. Costa. Let's see if I can find it. I don't see it on this. Oh, here we go. This is it. It says they can save your skin Adesanya. Where's USADA?
They can't save your skin.
You can't save. Excuse me. I was looking at two things at once. I was checking out his pecs and I got sidetracked. Actually, you know what? I've seen him more juiced up than this. Like, this doesn't look like his peak physique. I've seen, like, there are pictures of Paulo Costa where he looks literally like he is the Hulk.
I think he is using. I think he is at this point.
But why not? You know what? Is it wrong? If you can get away with it right now, why wouldn't you just cycle through some steroids, beef up, and then just maintain it? You know, get off of it.
But you can't maintain it after. Once you use steroids, the way I understand it is once you use steroids, you beef up, and when you stop, you plateau.
If you stop working out. So I have friends that have used it. I know people that have used steroids and then got off of it. So basically, for recovery, it helps you recover quicker. It helps you push more weight as well, right? So here you are just beefing up them muscles. You get to where you want to get, and then you just get off the juice, but you keep on working out. Just maintain.
You plateau even if you keep on working out.
You plateau if you work out anyway. You know, if you take steroids, it doesn't give you muscles. It just makes you stronger and helps you recover.
It makes it easier to get muscles.
It makes you stronger. So you can push more weight. That's what it is.
This is an attack on Christianity. Yes, there's been a few pedos, but the whole Islam is built on pedophiles and Jews as well. Protect the church. America is built on Christian values, same as Brazil. Don't fall for the godless humans. Amen. Holes. Amen.
Amen. I preach. Listen, every religion has something going on.
They're all fucked. We don't need it anymore.
Well, what do you think, Drunk? Do you think that if a guy or a gal can get away with it and cycle on and off of steroids, should they do it?
Yeah, why not? But don't you have to use estrogen blockers when you get off of it or some shit?
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Because what? Then Jon Jones popped for that shit, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
His pictograms.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, how long does it stay in your system? Like, if you cycle through it, how long do you get it out? Or does it stay, like, certain drugs?
Well, if it's like Jon Jones, who is constantly pulsating with new...
I'm getting nauseous by looking at this. Like, I'm actually...
Why are you looking at it?
I don't know. Like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I want to vomit. This is how I know I'm a straight man. Like, there are sometimes I could admire a guy, but I'm looking at this thing over and over again, and I'm literally getting nauseous. It's like a chimpanzee. I don't know.
What?
He looks like an ape. Like, it looks like a gorilla, right?
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he looks like a Brazilian gorilla.
He looks like a very well-built man.
I can't look at that. I want to vomit.
It depends on what type of steroid you're taking, how long it stays in your system, I believe.
Yeah, get on the stuff that you can get off of, and then move on.
Right, they all have different shelf life.
That's right. All right. How about ARIEL Helwani doing HELWANI boxing, and now fighters are calling him out?
He's been doing MMA training for a while.
No.
Have you been following ARIEL and Darren Till's beef on Twitter?
Yeah, that's where I was going to go. Him and Darren Till, him and, what's it called? What's the fuck? Dylan Danis. And you saw Daniel Cormier, what he said to him?
No.
Yeah, DC was just like, dude, you don't want any of that smoke. You don't want any of that smoke.
This is an area I know something about. Steroids absolutely add muscle mass. The rule is you gain about 2 to 3 years of muscle in a single year of cycling properly. It ruins your endocrine system and your body won't produce its own T anymore.
But you don't just inject and muscles appear.
No, but what he's saying is...
Yeah, you got to work at it.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is 1 year's worth of working out properly will give you 2 to 3 years worth of results.
Yeah, my buddy, actually,
but
you know him.
He just said after you're done taking it, your body doesn't produce testosterone like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So you're producing testosterone right now as a normal man, but if you were to take steroids right now and work out for a year and get 2 to 3 years worth of results, after you get done taking it, you're not going to produce testosterone the same way.
You could still maintain the muscle though. Once the muscle's there, if you feed the muscle correctly, right?
But you'll still plateau at some point, a little bit.
But you could still maintain it. Yes, you can. The plateau is stay the same. Yes, you will stay the same. But you can maintain that muscle and then go from there. You know what I'm saying? For instance, Yoel Romero. Look at that guy. You think that guy wasn't on steroids?
He said it was a
He's maintaining
supplement.
just fine.
It was a tainted supplement.
But that's what I'm saying. Look at Yoel Romero. And some people have the genetics where they can hold on to the muscle more. But if you stay on top of it, you can maintain it. You know? All right, Drunk, anything else, man?
Well, I was going with Darren Till and Ariel, not just the boxing thing. They've just been throwing each other back and forth. Like, he's been tagging him in, like, fucking porn pictures and be like, Darren, this girl's not going to bang you. And shit like that. You know, Darren Till has been the fucking best during this pandemic.
Yeah, he's really having a good time, huh?
Yeah. You know, one good thing about this pandemic, you don't got to worry about the pop-in. Nobody's popping on over.
What do you mean?
For a surprise visit, you know?
A surprise visit? What do you mean? That's a studio?
Like family or something. You don't got to worry about them knocking on your door.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't. That's true. That is the bright side. And if you are antisocial, this is like a dream. I've spoken to people that are antisocial, and they are euphoric right now. They love this. They love the fact.
I love this.
Yeah.
I'm right here. I'm antisocial. And
Yeah, but you're going crazy, though.
No, not in
crazier.
the least. Not in the least. Every time he's like, hey, you want to go out for a walk? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm
but
good.
what about your grocery shopping? You liking that?
I have to, though. I have to get groceries. That's an obligation. But if there's no obligation to go out, I'm cool. I'm chill. Like, let's just stay home and not talk to anyone and not do it. And we don't have to do anything. We don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm going nuts. I like people. I do. I enjoy. Like, I like people and I hate them at the same time. It's weird. Like, there's sometimes I just don't want to be around people, but
I never want to be around people.
We need interaction, though. You need to interact with
That's
people.
what Zoom is for, or Skype.
No, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
And that's why I like the MMA holes, man. You know, just hang out with everybody. I don't got to be around them.
It's the best, right? We don't have to get.
Yep.
We can't give Corona through the chat. At least I don't think. All right, Drunk. Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it.
Yep. Last 5 months.
Later.
There's Drunk Savage. All right. Let's take some calls, man. 516-522.
0267. I didn't know when I should.
Give us a call. We want to speak to you. This is a little meme we put together.
210, you're live with the MMA Hills. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Happy 420, Jesse. Happy 420, Mom.
Hey,
it's Hey, it's a motherfucking Mexican calling in, man. Fuck the coronavirus. They name that shit after a fucking beer, but we don't give a shit, bro. That's not gonna get us down. Hey, MMA host, let's take a fucking bong rip.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
That was a big one.
Yeah. Hey, man, I gotta come and check in with you guys. We've all been on fucking quarantine. Everybody's all down and in their feelings. I want to come and liven up the show a little bit. Check in on you beautiful bastards.
Thank God, Jose. You're a breath of fresh air. We need more of this.
It's good to hear his voice, actually.
Hey, listen, there is so little going on in the world of MMA. There is nothing to talk about, but we're going to squeeze blood out of a fucking lemon. So Tony motherfucking Ferguson made the most epic weight cut in history. I mean, he fucking sweated out those fucking pounds, bro. The way he fucking sweated out those fucking pounds, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, but you want to know the purpose of him doing it? It's psychological warfare. He's letting people know, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I will make weight even if I don't have to. I'm not getting paid. I'm just showing you, motherfucker. That's how big my cojones are. That's what it was right there, you guys. It was a flex. He just dropped his nutsack on everybody else. So that's what he did. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I think like last week, Lionheart Smith had some fucking lunatic break into his house, and Lionheart had to beat the dog shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then you got a little Twitter beef with Jon Jones. I can't believe that Lionheart Smith got in his feelings that Jon Jones said the dude wouldn't have made out of his house. Bro, there's a lot of men in this world that own a fucking piece that have children that will protect their household to the death. And I'm sorry, but I got to agree with John on that one, man. I got a 5-year-old daughter. You come into my fucking house with that shit, bro, you're leaving in a bag.
Well, we actually have the guy, actually have audio from the man that tried to get into the house. And
oh, bro, right there. That's it. Right there. 15.
Yeah, that's him.
Bro, come on, man. So, it's funny. To me, what it just kind of shows is that fighters are so emotional, or maybe I'm just getting wrapped up, and Lionheart is just trying to sell a fight and start a beef with Jon Jones just so that we can get entertained. And look, here we are entertained. But man, you think of fighters as these fucking tough guys. I'm fucking tough, but fighters are some emotional human beings, bro. They get in their fucking feelings about every little fucking thing. Like they're so, you know what I'm saying? Like all these little beefs, they're good because they sell fights, but I'm like, man, these motherfuckers are all in their feelings, bro. Like for somebody who's supposed to be tough guys, they're all so fucking sensitive.
Do you think that is it ironic how the toughest people out there are some of the most sensitive people? But that is a true statement. We've noticed that ourselves too. Like it does seem like they have thin skin when it comes to things, but yet they are the toughest human beings on the planet.
Yeah, dude, 100%. And it's but you know what? I guess that's just kind of the like the dichotomy of life, the light and the dark, the yin and the yang. Is that these men that have on one side the capacity to be absolute fucking stud killers that could go in there and you could hit them with a fucking bat and they'll just keep coming like the Terminator and they'll fuck you up when it comes to the physical shit. But then on the other side, when it comes to the emotional shit, you can fucking make fun of something like, whatever, oh, your tattoo or your girl or this, and they're fucking like about to break down and start crying. So yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of just a human trait. Mm-hmm. I think it just seems real funny because we have this idea of what a fighter's supposed to be. Maybe we got the wrong idea. Maybe the most emotional motherfuckers are the best fighters.
That's possible. Listen, I think that in order to get into something like this, I feel a lot of these fighters had some real shit happen to them when they were younger. And they probably had some real emotional times and got into mixed martial arts to either stop bullying or to find their place in the world. So I think they come from backgrounds, especially female fighters. I feel like they come from troubled backgrounds to get into this way to self-defense and get out their anger on others. That's why Jesse would be a great fighter.
100%, bro. Well, but then there's a couple different types because you got like what you basically just described is GSP. He's a classic story of the little nerdy kid that got picked on and he became GSP. But then you got motherfuckers like the Diaz brothers and Jorge Masvidal, who I mean they just come from the fucking streets and they're just fucking savages. And like the Diaz brothers have always said, it ain't a fucking sport, it's a goddamn fucking fight.
All right, Jose, listen.
There's a little bit of everything, and that's just people, right? The people are just different. Like everybody's unique.
Listen, your phone is going in and out, so we're hearing you very close and then very far away. So it's a little tough to get it, but I'm getting the gist of what you're saying.
My bad. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Gotcha. Yeah, man, I had to come and shake shit up, bro. Everybody's all, crying about the virus and complaining about this and that. Hey, listen, man. Every fucking body's going through it. You know what's happening right now?
That's doing it again.
We're at fucking war.
All right,
what
Jose.
What happens during war is that fucking men step up. We're going to see what the fuck everybody's made out of. Don't be one of those little fucking pussies crying. And don't be one of those fucking assholes risking lives. Be a fucking man. All right? Be a fucking man.
Yes, right.
Shelter down. All right? Stack up. Okay? God damn it. Fucking take care of your human beings, we come.
Thank you, Jose. All right.
I was waiting to see how long it would take you.
But
you went surprisingly long.
He went very, I felt like we could play some epic music in the background as he goes on his speech, but it was just falling in and out of love with you, like the chat was saying. What was that? How does the phone
even
do
have
that?
the time to pull off my JB T-Rex.
Well,
T-Rex.
every time you do something and bump into my arm, it's usually on. So I was fixing the clock. And
were you?
As
oh,
I was,
shit.
yeah, you were hitting my shoulder.
I was trying to make sure you weren't doing anything this time.
This is how good our timing is. I'm trying to fix the clock, and every time she hit, I'm like, what the fuck? Stop it.
So every time I try to do something, I always try to make sure you're not doing something. And I must have
you
missed
didn't
it.
make sure that time, but it's all right.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why a phone line would just dip in and out like that. What is that? Is that a bad reception or? I don't know. But thank you for the call, Jose. All right, 516-522-0267. We got 16 minutes
Raptor
left.
VH.
All right, let's get some more calls.
832, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's the name? What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up, Pulse?
Man, it was like his phone call. It was like it had the endurance of Justin Jr. It was like wavering in and out. It was like...
Oh, my God.
He was getting gassed.
That was crazy. It's like his phone had Rona.
I don't know how a phone does that. Like I could see it cutting out where you're losing, but it just sounded like he just went like in a machine and just teleported to another part of the world and then came back. It was really bizarre.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I actually had a serious question.
Yes.
Why don't they just move the whole event to the Performance Institute since it's already in Vegas? And just test the fighters beforehand and just have the fight at the Performance Center with no audience. And then stream it on Fight Pass. That way you don't have to get the Mickey Mouse company involved.
That's the plan.
I think that's what they were considering. The other thing was the Apex. But regardless of where they do it, they have to do it on Fight Pass. And this way Disney can't get involved.
Well, no, but that is the plan. May 9th is at the Apex. That's the deal. That's what they're going to do, which makes me very uncomfortable because Nevada has to get together and say, hey, we're going to allow this. And we haven't heard if the commission's okay with this. So that's the problem. If Nevada doesn't play nice like how Florida plays with the WWE, the UFC is not essential in Vegas. So it's not going to fly. So the island would be the place to do this, but I don't think it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
How crazy is that? Hoeing is allowed in Vegas. You can prostitution is allowed in Vegas, but they got to... They're not going to allow people to see. Florida's right on this one. Don't they have like a performance center and don't they have like a UFC gym that they could clear out in Florida?
I don't think they have a place in Florida. I mean, they have a UFC gym. Yeah, I'm sure they have a bunch of UFC gyms there, but I'm assuming everything's closed down over there. But they don't have a facility.
But with Florida's governor, or I think it was the governor coming out with the new like state law about what an essential business is. Technically, the UFC could find a loophole. Like if they really wanted to, they could go to Florida and say.
But where? I mean, it's more complicated.
If they allow TV wrestling, they gotta allow cage fighting.
Yeah,
it's a real sport.
That's considered an essential business in Florida only. But what their version of an essential business is bringing entertainment to other people who are locked down.
But you know what the problem is? They set up shop in the wrong spot. They set it up in Vegas so Dana White could just hop in his car and drive over there. But if it was in Florida, we would be having UFC right now. I don't even think it would be a problem.
I agree.
But now, what are they going to do? Build a place in Florida? You know, how long is that going to take?
Well, they wouldn't have to build a place. They could find a venue because as long as it's considered an essential business, any venue can open it up to them.
Well, the island.
I mean,
the island is the place.
The Orange Bowl. Is it not being in use right now? Well, like they got plenty of venues in Florida.
Yeah, they do, but it gets more complicated because you have to use another place, so a lot of things have to line up. You know, that's going to be the problem. The WWE has their own place. If the UFC had a facility there, it would be a piece of cake, but they don't. So what are they going to do? Erect one really quick? I don't think they could pull that off. So now the island is our only hope.
The island.
The island's our only hope. All right, Pulse. Anything else?
That's it, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks, Pulse. That's Pulse. One of our moderators. Our resident black.
Moss, you're such a funny guy.
We love Pulse, man. We love everybody.
I love you, Mom.
Wonderful.
I saw Felony was in the chat before. Happy 420 to Felony Charles Bennett. We got the phone lines back open. 516-522-0267. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful, wonderful 420.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
How you beat Conor McGregor? Good chin, good conditioning. Tony Ferguson doesn't have the best chin. In that picture, he doesn't look good. And I know he just cut in weight, but Even in previous pictures when he was cutting weight, he was all sucked out. He looked a lot better than that. Not to mention, how old is Tony Ferguson? He's got to be in his upper 30s. I think he's getting old. He's like 37, 38 years old.
He's 36, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
36 years old. Man, I'm telling you what, people writing off Conor McGregor think Tony's just going to walk right through him. He's the boogeyman, El Cucuy, this and that. They might be in for a rude awakening. Tony Ferguson is dumb enough to walk straight into a Conor McGregor left hand. First round, that could end very badly. Another person, Justin Gaethje, similar style, comes forward. He might walk straight into a left hand. Khabib isn't dumb like that. Khabib has the perfect recipe to beat Conor McGregor. Good chin, good wrestling, big and strong, just a nightmare matchup. These other two jamokes, they might get knocked out. And I'll tell you what, look up Devin Haney, the boxer. Look up what he said recently and tell me this is a whole nother world in the boxing world. MMA doesn't have that problem. Conor McGregor may have crossed the line here and there, but nothing like boxing. Boxing is filled with filthy animals. Leave it at that. Take it easy.
All right. Filthy animals. You know, the pesky boxing and they're filthy animals.
Devin Haney defends racist tweet versus Vasyl Lomachenko. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. Anyway, how about this? UFC Fight Pass. You go on Well, look, this is interesting. I just noticed this right now. UFC, if you go on the homepage of the UFC website, it's got a picture of Conor doing his strut. And this didn't really work out well for Conor. To my friends in the chat to remember this, it didn't work out with the smoke. Never walk into a cage with smoke, Conor. It just didn't work.
Why? What
he got fucking smashed.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do
Nah,
with
it's smoke's fault. So this whole situation, UFC Fight Pass, as soon as you jump on the UFC website, is this foreshadowing, Jesse? They're promoting Fight Pass because this is where the events are going to take place.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. 516-522-0267. This might be a real thing.
Okay, when the next call comes in, I'm going to get up for 2 seconds to pee again.
Well, get up now. Just make it quick.
Well,
make it snappy. We only have 10 minutes left.
I'll be here for you, Moss.
So 516-522-0267. Give us a call. We just opened the phone lines back up. Will the UFC be showing their fights on Fight Pass when they have a contract with ESPN Plus?
201, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Yo, Jim. So I have a potential matchup for Nick Diaz if he ever returns.
Okay.
So I would say Nick Diaz versus Damian Maia at 170.
Nick Diaz versus Damian Maia at 170. Do you really want to see that fight, or you think is that a fight that you just think could happen? Because I don't want to see that fight. I'm going to be honest with you.
Think it could happen.
Yeah? Okay. Fair enough, man. Thank you for the call. Appreciate it. That's Aiden coming in. I would rather see Nick Diaz fight Jorge Masvidal. That's what I would like to see. Nick Diaz, Jorge Masvidal. A revenge fight, Nate Diaz action. They get paid a lot of money. I think that would be fun, but Nick's not coming back. 732, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Justin Jr.
Justin. What's up, Justin?
Just negotiating with a couple people, but I got two thoughts on my mind.
Okay.
Number one, I know I commented earlier, Amanda Nunez versus Felicia Spencer. It would have been a murder scene for Felicia, but I changed my mind a little bit on it. Of course, I still think Nunez beats her, but these past couple fights, that's my brother right there, but these past couple fights, Nunez has been knocking people out, but this led people to forget that her strong weapon in her arsenal is her grappling, and Felicia, of course, has great grappling, and Amanda, arguably one of the most powerful fighters in 135 and 45. Felicia has a chin. She's tough, and she can take a beating, and she showed it against CRIS CYBORG.
Mm-hmm. Listen, Felicia Spencer's not someone to take lightly. I don't think she's going to win this fight if they do get a chance to dance. But Felicia Spencer's nasty on the ground. Amanda is too. I think she could be a problem for Amanda Nunez. But I still got to go with the GOAT. But I think she could be a very big problem for her.
Same with me. And one more thing. This is kind of just a fun thought of mine.
Hold on a second. We got a donation coming in from Jamal.
I just want a girl like Jessie that supports my dreams. They're amazing, Jessie. I hope you know that.
Aw,
How about that?
that's so sweet. Thank you.
I want a girl like that too. One day I'm going to find myself a Jessie. Thank you for the donation.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you.
Justin,
Yeah.
what else you got, man?
Just one last thought. This was a fun thought of mine. The attention whore was just looking for a couple TikTok likes. I just saw a video on YouTube a couple days ago of her licking a toilet seat, an airplane toilet seat. Don't know your thoughts on that, but
Wait, what? What about the toilet seat? I kind of phased out.
there's a girl who licked the airplane toilet seat.
Oh, yeah, I saw that girl.
That was a coronavirus challenge, right?
Didn't she get the coronavirus?
No. What? She did?
I think she got it, yeah.
You're lying.
That's what Mike told me. Mike
She
said,
didn't get it.
Oh, she didn't?
get it.
How,
Yeah,
fuck,
I don't think she got it.
Oh. How do you know? She said that she didn't get it?
I saw it on YouTube somewhere, but I wish she got it.
If anyone should get it, it's her.
Listen, we should never
Yeah.
have ill will on other people.
No,
I
she
think
deserves
I think what she did was stupid, but never ever wish that.
Anyone that wants to lick a toilet seat, even if it's your own toilet seat at home, you deserve to...
I don't appreciate that she was trying to influence other
the
children
coronavirus.
to do the same thing. That was
Yeah, and other people started posting the challenge after
So
that.
dumb.
So
Yeah, that's...
They're
you know
like
what, though?
licking doorknobs and shit like
Don't
that.
believe everything you see on the internet, though. She could have swapped things out. She could have did, something there where...
But kids
but
won't
we
think
saw
that.
the tongue lick it.
Yeah, I know. I saw it too. I saw the same thing. But like I'm saying, everyone does things for attention. She's just an asshole. All right, Justin.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call, man.
Alrighty.
That's Justin Jr. Smart young man. That Justin Jr. 516-522-0267. Felicia Spencer, Amanda Nunez. Who would win, Jess? Even though it's not happening.
Nunez.
Okay.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's name? What's on your mind?
Yo, real quick, I just want to say, JBH, I agree with you. I think you guys should do fight buddies for other things like WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be fun, and there are a lot of pro wrestling fans who also watch MMA who might not know about you guys. Could help grow the channel.
Yeah, for sure. And even if it's not WWE, even if it's just other things, I think we're all just in a moment now where it doesn't matter if it's UFC or not. We just want reaction, right?
Yeah, we just need something.
Yeah. I feel you, man. I'm there.
Yeah.
All right, John.
And it'll be fun pissing off all the fucking WWE marks, telling them it's fake and shit.
Yeah, it could be something. Listen, I'm hoping we don't have to do that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want to do that. I would literally be at I'm down for reacting to shit. I loved the sumo wrestling. I was in.
Yeah.
I was 100%.
But not WWE?
Submission Underground, I'm in. And WWE, I get the gimmick. There's some funny things about it, but it's just going to be literally, especially a WrestleMania type thing.
With no audience.
It's going to be like 6 hours of me complaining. And does anyone want to see that? I mean, and I'm going to try my best to try to get into it, but I'm going to be complaining the whole time. I know it.
But just keep mindful of complaining and then don't.
I'm going to get extremely intoxicated and just screaming at the TV how I just want the UFC back for 6 hours.
Oh, God.
Honestly, I love watching you guys complain. It's funny.
Yeah. All right. Maybe it's worth it then. All right,
yeah,
John.
that's it. There's Simon.
Thanks, man. 516-522-0267. Get your thoughts in quickly. We only have 3 minutes left.
All right, in the chat, real quick, who's super baked right now? It's the end of the night of 420. Who is fucking baked right now? I want to see it in the chat. Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's the name? What's on your mind?
Yo.
Hey.
What the fuck?
What did you say?
That's Kevin. He was doing drunk Saturday. 516. Get your calls in quick. And if you're going to donate, get them in quick. We're going to wind this shit down.
Mike H is baked. Pulse resurrected. Baked. NH baked. Kurt Long. Alex says 4 blunts. Oh, my God. Unknown caller, live with the MMA-Holes. What's the name? What's on your mind?
Just a quick call. Is there like a goat milk for the submission underground? I know there's probably not.
No.
But
Well,
I just
there might
like the
be.
competition.
There might be something on there, but we're not going to count it as goat milk. Maybe we could do something. I don't know. Maybe we'll do something on there.
Do it for the competition. It's just fun for me, honestly.
Yeah. We'll try to figure something out. It's this Sunday, so we'll figure something out.
I feel like
alrighty. Thank you.
I feel like since we haven't done goat milk in a while, maybe just for fun, not like giveaway or anything like that, just for fun, just
Yeah, there's got to be something we can do. I don't know. I'll throw it around. I'll figure out something to make it fun.
That's a
I don't
good
know.
question,
Like
though.
honestly, this is a good. And Kevin brought this up. This is a good idea because I really enjoyed the first one that I saw with Perry and Ally Quinta. I thought it was fun.
Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA Hills. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's going on?
We're good. How are you?
Man, I just gotta say, y'all smell like straight dog shit.
What's your name? Wait, why'd you hang up on
I think that was Kevin. 516-522.
That was funny.
But we do smell like dog shit. He's right.
That was funny.
I think y'all smell like
You
dog
hung up on Hank Hill.
Hank Hill, calling in. Got all. Get your calls in quick. We have a minute 55 left
Oh, God, man.
in the show. All right, knitter action.
What's up, Knitter?
Knitter.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Jesse.
What up, Ann? How's the high going?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
edible cream cookie sickle. That was good.
All right, so what happened here? You and Mike decided to pop open some edibles on 420. What was the plan?
Yep. We said, I know that he doesn't have a job, so, you know.
All right.
He's having fun.
Okay.
Good stuff.
So do you have any thoughts in your mind about MMA?
I'm just trying to think of that right now. Let's see. Cowboy and Danis. Yeah, Cowboy's gonna win.
Wait, you actually think Cowboy's gonna win that fight? I can't believe it.
Yeah, can you believe that?
I would have thought you picked Pettis all day.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Pettis.
And are you
Fancy kick off the cage?
Are you guys drinking tonight too?
No, just the edibles.
Just the edibles. So I guess the edibles is enough, right?
Huh?
I guess the edibles is enough.
The edibles are enough. Yes, it's Oregon edibles. Remember?
All
That's
right.
good stuff. Yeah.
I feel like
good strong.
I feel like we're gonna let you go very quickly because of this.
Mr. Weed guys. He's happy.
No.
So,
All right, Ann. Listen, thank you for the call. We appreciate
love
it.
you, Ann.
We're glad you're having a great time.
I love you guys too.
The fuck?
She's high as fuck right now.
Oh, man, that's good. I like hearing people laughing. Oh, hold on. Let's take
She's
one more
so
call.
Cute. Oh, I love Ann.
516-522-0267. That's the number right over here. One more call. And I'm glad Ann's laughing and everyone's having
so
fun.
Adorable.
Holy shit.
Her laugh's like, ha, ha, ha. It's so cute. I can't get enough of it.
She's having a great time. If only everyone was having that much fun right now, right? It would be a great place.
All right, 201, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's the name? What's on your mind?
Question for you, Jeffy.
Okay.
If Jon Jones were to do a rematch with Dominick Reyes, who would you pick?
Dominick Reyes.
516-522-0267.
That was fucked up.
One more. He called 3 times. He asked the question.
You always hang up on this kid.
No, he hears in the replay. Give us one more call.
Dominick Reyes, Aiden, for sure. Because I feel Dominick Reyes showed a lot of potential in the first fight, and of course I'd be stupid not to pick him.
I'm going to try something real quick here. Okay. Thiago Santos, Jon Jones rematch. Who wins?
Santos.
Lionheart, Anthony Smith, Jon Jones. Who wins?
Smith.
So there you go. Let's see. 832, you're live with the MMA Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, boy. I feel fitting now, dude.
Oh my God, who is this? Ah,
He hung
shit.
up.
One more. The calls are too good to shut down. Even though we did save the show, who cares, man? It's 420. We'll take one more. Squeeze one more out.
One more? What? We're
Yeah,
done,
I like
Moss.
it. I like it.
I
I
want
don't
to go eat some chips and salsa.
So go bring them in. Bring
I
them in.
can't eat chips and salsa until the show's over.
Remember, get your discount Mystic Roots 15% off. Promo code MMA Hole. Link in the description.
Hello?
What's up, Aiden?
Okay. One final thought.
Okay.
GSP or Anderson Silva in their prime?
GSP.
We went through this already.
GSP for sure.
Ask anyone versus GSP besides Khabib, right? Khabib is the only one that loses to GSP. I mean, GSP is the only one that... Wait, Khabib is the only one that could beat GSP, right? Yeah. That's how Jesse works here. Everyone versus Jon Jones, everyone. Anyone versus GSP, everyone loses.
Here's a question for you.
Yes.
Get teabagged.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because you fucking hung up on him.
Listen.
He totally just bitched you.
You know, it's not every day a 14-year-old takes you out, but why not? I'll take one on the chin. I'll take one for the team tonight.
Get teabagged.
All right.
It's so funny because his voice is so like. Get teabagged. Get teabagged.
Hold on a second. Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Why don't you leave the tea bags in?
No, the black tea doesn't come with tea bag.
Ah, damn it.
It's a K-cup.
Damn, it would have been a good bit. I was actually going to tea bag myself.
Chamomile's the only one that comes with tea bag.
There's no tea bag in here. I would have done it for you, Justin. I mean, Aiden. Whatever the hell you
Get tea bag.
Aiden, send your fucking information, you little shit.
Yeah.
We got a pillow coming your way. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, and this is disappointing. We got 223 watching with 146 likes.
Come on, guys.
What are your thumbs broken? Let's go, man. Like the shit out of this. What the hell? All we're asking is you to throw a thumbs up and just like, oh, I can't make it go this way. Jesus Christ. All right, let's get out of here, Jesse.
Right.
We'll see them when?
On Wednesday night, TGIW, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you join us there. Don't be an a-hole, be an MMA-hole.